like a little sandbag or
Hello,
something.
welcome to Tabletop CP After Dark. And we're playing Chain of Command 2 today. And Johnny and Kevin are here to play their first time playing Chain of Command 2. And Johnny's played a few Chain of Command 1s. So he's somewhat familiar with it, but it's been a while, I'm sure. When was the last time you played?
With you? I think
Okay.
that was like
That was
three years ago,
yeah,
maybe
that was
3 years ago.
It was a while ago.
Yeah.
Where's the pointy stick? So let me just go over the objective here. So we're playing attack and defend mission. Johnny's is defending this side. He's placed his objectives. One here is the well, one here. And he's we've done the patrol phase. Support points, I got 13. Johnny's got 9. And I have to get one of the objectives, and then we can start the final countdown. We still haven't actually used that in a game yet. Every game we played so far has still been force morale. So hopefully we can actually get an objective in this one and start and try out this final countdown. I think that's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm.
If this is your first time watching one of these live streams, you know, same thing I'll say every time. This is not built to be a live stream. This is just us playing the game and getting the footage we need to make the edited video. So it's not going to be a professional looking live stream by any means.
Yeah. Hello to everyone on the internet.
The what?
Hello to everyone on the internet.
Yeah. Hello, internet. Welcome to our live stream. Let's see real quick before we begin. See who's here. All right, Daft Philly's here. Eagle Sham's here, drinking coffee at 11 o'clock in the morning. My battery's about to die. Let me just go over the patrol phase real quick.
Mm-hmm.
All right, patrol phase complete. I wound up with one in the wheat field, one behind the hedge by the church, another one over here by this granary, and Johnny wound up with one underneath the overhang on that building. Reserve one back in the grass, and then the third one back here behind this house. So he'll be able to deploy all over this place. The objectives, meanwhile, wound up here, and the other one is the well. And support points, I'm going to get 13. Johnny's getting 9, and I think that pretty much covers everything. Force morale, we're both at 9, and that's it. So. Attackers will start the game. All right, let me change the battery on this real quick. And I did buy the red dice, so that's 2 of my points right there.
Which dice should I use for shooting? Yellow dice?
Yeah, you can use those. We'll try to keep the black ones as your
Chain of Command dice.
Command dice.
That's fine. Makes it easier.
All right, so you remember what the numbers do?
Yeah. Remember, 1 is team, right? 2 is a section, 3 is a junior leader, 4 senior, and then 5 and 6 are command and double phase potential, right?
Yep.
I know now that team stuff is more like potentially useful, so.
Yes. Oh, and I start with D3 chain of command points too. I should do that real quick. Ooh, look at that. 3 chain of command points right off the bat.
Son of a.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I did start off with 3 chain of command points as the attacker. So I did also spent 2 points on the red dice.
Oh, do I bring the support stuff out now?
You don't have to bring it out now. You can wait until you don't tell me what it is. I don't want to know.
Okay, fine.
It just pops up whenever you're ready to deploy it and you have the command dice to do it.
Let's do it.
So here we go. So the red dice does not count for 6s or 5s. That does nothing. So I got 2 1s, chain of command point, and a 3. So did you bring like a pregame barrage?
No.
No pregame barrage. Okay. So I can just deploy however I want. All right.
So you have a junior leader and potentially another section if you combine them, right?
Yep. I could bring in anything on the 1, so any team.
Sure.
A section, Or
Well, one can also now I saw let you activate a crew position, right, for
Yes.
for the vehicles, which is nice because they
Yeah.
used to be pretty useless on threes constantly.
yeah, it definitely can do that.
Or there was threes were valued and twos and
Right.
ones were shit, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So if you have a tank and you get a 1, you could activate the driver
Or the
activate
gunner, right? Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, you can even move and go on Overwatch now, as long as you only move 1d6.
I like that. I didn't bring it this time, but I do like the whole being able to be in like an SD, Hanomag, and now you can use 3 chain of command points to basically do an assault move with them, like move full speed, they dump out, and they could either assault or just stand right next to them, and
Yeah, it's super
because
awesome.
they used to be pretty not useful.
Right. But yeah, the assault move is really good. So I want to. How many windows do I got? I got a door and a window. I deploy right out in the open. I'm not going to do that.
End the game quicker. Be a short live stream for the people.
Or I can deploy a bunch of shit over here.
I think you can also spend like some of the points now. I think 3s. Like, so if you get ambushed, you can still hit the dirt, right? Like,
Yep.
So they don't just get mulched in the open.
Yeah, so that'll put you tactical, which will increase your cover by 1.
Which is a nice way to kind of counter being ambushed constantly.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you get stuck out in the open
you're
on
not
a double phase, at least you can do something.
sure.
I'm really tempted to go in this building in the back here. Some hard cover. Yeah, what the hell? I'll do that. Okay, so part of this is I have to
Switch the
get
camera.
all this camera footage. So there's going to be a lot of moving camera movement every time we move, basically, or deploy anything. So I can get my machine gun out here.
They're using the 3 for that one,
Yeah. Or
the combining 2.
No, let me think. Let me rethink this.
I'm asking
I don't have enough. I don't have enough room to do what I want to do. It's a problem.
You want to respond to the people? This Kevin has to keep it not keep it safe for work. Technically, you can just get on your phone and join the chat and start talking shit there.
Oh, man, what the hell? I got to do something. I can't not put anything out. I just don't. Oh, if I had a couple of 3s. I hate to not do anything, but
he's gonna do it, folks. He's gonna do it.
I guess I can go up. Yeah, what the hell? Let's do something over here. Let's do that. Let's bring this around. I'm gonna deploy some shit.
You don't have to. Just busting your chops.
Well, I'm the attacker, If you're the defender, yeah, okay. Everyone can understand not deploying, but you're the attacker. You gotta do something.
You gotta do something while you're doing nothing.
All right. So real quick, let me go grab one of my support choices.
Oh no! Oh no! Here we go. Here we go.
Grab my
the jumbo.
No jumbo. I did bring a vehicle, but it's probably the exact opposite of a jumbo. So I am bringing a 50 cal.
Those are good for blowing everybody up, right?
Yep. And I also I paid 1 point to upgrade 2 of my guys in one section to BARs. So that will give me 6 extra shots. And I find a entrenchment. Okay. So I'll put the 2 BARs in this section. These guys will become
crew to the other people.
The other 2 crewmen for this. And these now come with an entrenchment.
Yeah, I saw that.
Which
in
is pretty
in the
interesting,
support
really.
thing. Useful, and you can drop them anywhere, basically.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Seems like a pretty good upgrade. I don't know if it was entirely necessary. It's not like no one brought them. So 50 cal will go up there.
Is that with the 1 or the 3?
That's one of the ones.
1? Okay. And they're using the 3, I assume, for these guys.
Yep. So I guess we'll put the other machine gun there. The leader. And then put the BARs in the front. Let me see. I might need to I think I might need to rethink this a little bit here.
Oh no. Is 9 support points enough to get you a tiger?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I think they're 10 points.
Dang.
Okay, so there's that. Right. I will place the section with the 2 BARs on Overwatch. And I have a 1 left. You know, what the hell? Let's bring our motor in too.
Oh boy. The whole party's here, huh?
Everybody, the whole party. So our 60 mil mortar will now deploy. There we go. That's all my shit.
A lot of stuff.
It's a lot of shooting. 50 cal alone it's badass.
I bet.
Pretty expensive, but it's worth it. All right, so we've done a lot of stuff here. No pregame barrage from the Germans. So the first thing I did is I brought the 50 cal in, and it comes into an entrenchment now. And then I brought Sergeant Baldwin's squad in. That is the squad. I've spent 1 point to upgrade 2 riflemen to BAR, so they're up at the front. He put them on Overwatch. And lastly, I brought in Olivier's 60 mil mortar behind everybody. So nice base of fire over here, 50 cal, full squad, and a 60 mil mortar. And that'll be it for my phase. All right, you ready?
Yeah. Rock and roll. There we go. Just 5, right?
First German phase, yep.
So chain of command point, right?
Yep.
This does nothing, and then a lot of 2s and 1s.
2 2s and a 1.
So
all right.
Could make a 3, and then could make a 2, or just leave it.
Or just leave it.
But if they come in, they are as a 2. Can they still do something or no?
They can shoot.
Only shoot.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe we do.
But if you could bring stuff in out of sight if you don't want to engage right away. You don't have to come in and start shooting.
Yeah, I know, but it's more fun that way. I'm also like, I mean,
remember you just said right before we started you weren't going to deploy everything.
I know.
He's already.
Well, then you deployed a bunch of stuff. And, well, I'm just thinking.
I'm the attacker.
True, but also I am in, like, if I do deploy, they'd all be in hard cover anyway, right?
Pretty much.
For the most, like, I'd be really dumb to deploy them anywhere not with a bunch of hard cover.
Yeah,
right?
no, definitely.
So they could,
but your shooting would be limited out of these windows, just based on the number of guys that can shoot.
But I mean, the German squads, 4 of the guys are just doing nothing anyway, though, right?
Yeah.
3 of them, sorry.
3 of them, yeah.
3 of them are just helping load, right? So.
Yep. So it'd be 5 plus 8 would be your shooting.
Yeah.
Unless you're in SMG range, which you're not.
So it would be. So you're saying 8 shots is what a normal squad lets out, or 5 plus 8 is your normal?
5 plus 8 would be your whole squad shooting.
Oh, okay. Minus the SMG, which of course is not gonna.
Yeah, you have to be within, I think, 18. Yeah. If you're within 18, then it could fire, I think, 1 shot.
Okay. Probably the smart thing is not to bring anything on, right? That's dumb.
If you were to bring something in, maybe you bring something in that can't be seen and just start moving him into position.
Okay.
Like if you want to get up to that wall there, you're blocked line of sight here, so you're fairly safe to deploy like out here. And well, no, because I have
you potentially can shoot.
Yeah. But you can also throw smoke grenades too.
Yeah,
which gives another -1 for me to hit.
But on this one here, these can. I assume if I'm up here, these guys can't see each other right now, currently, right?
Right.
And maybe the 50 cal can, but
yeah,
I'm willing to eat that. I think. Yeah, we'll bring on a junior leader and guy. Right.
Junior leader in section.
Does it matter though? I guess not. You don't need to do the junior. The junior leader would be able just to do.
You put him on Overwatch.
Okay, so then I will do that.
Okay.
But actually, I think what we're going to do. So we'll bring on a squad.
Where are you bringing them?
Well, we'll use this jump off point. They have to be within 6 or something, right?
They have to be within. Yeah.
6 of it.
So you're going to put them in the top?
I think so.
All right. Let me see if I can get a
decent angle. So
yeah.
Make sure I got everyone too. 4, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, okay.
All right, go ahead.
All right. So I'm gonna make sure that let me take this roof off real quick. I'll make sure the MG guy has the best field of fire, and then everyone else is just gonna kind of.
So they're looking out this way.
Well, right now there's not really anything. I guess they could,
because facing does matter.
Yeah, I know. But I think right now, because they can make a free facing next time they activate.
If they, right? You can get a free change of face before you fire, and it cannot count as moving.
Yeah, so then I think,
which is a change.
Yeah, I remember that now. So I think that's fine because there's not going to be a whole lot to shoot right now. And we will put them. Actually, can he do the suppressing fire thing?
Yeah.
So we'll do a suppressing fire on that area, I think.
This building here?
This building, which is this is a potential jump off area, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we'll put it on there.
Yeah, so you could do, these are a little short, but you could probably cover this whole area here. Can you turn the camera to face this way? You can just turn the top part.
No.
I just want to put, so you're going to put it
somewhere there.
Like right there.
Yeah, just to kind of make it a little more.
Yeah, so that'll make it so I have to.
So that side's a little more stuck. And then with the one, I'm just going to discard because the other two, I don't think I'm quite ready to bring anyone on. So,
okay.
Over to you.
So Johnny's deployed one section in the, what do we call that? Hacienda, big building there.
The villa. Yeah.
The villa. He brought them in, and they have placed suppressing fire over here onto the granary and the wheat field jump off point. So that will make me hesitant to deploy out of that. So I have to roll a 4+, which, that's a big deal because I can't reliably place two units there. So that'll probably keep me from even deploying anything. And then he's going to burn the one.
Yeah.
So American phase. I have that Storm of Steel bonus too. Don't forget.
I think I can get it too, right? If I use
machine
junior leader with the machine gewehr, yeah.
Yep. Although this time we won't screw it up like we did last time I played.
What did you do last time?
We were giving it for the whole squad.
Oh.
The machine gewehr only activates the machine gun. And we were activating like both machine guns. It was just insane. So that was a mistake, but okay. American phase. Hey, double phase.
Oh, I get a chain of command pip, right?
You get a pip. I got 3 1s and a 4. Okay. Let us bring in another support unit.
Oh, no. Here comes the tank.
Here comes the tank. It's actually not a tank.
Greyhound.
Or this little guy.
Scout car. M20.
But he's got a 50 cal.
Mm-hmm. But, I mean, there's nobody in it right now, so I don't see how you can use that.
Yeah.
It's a ghost car right now.
He'll pop up. He jumps out right when he's needed the most.
So you have to use a back end, I assume, because there's no.
Oh, what?
There's no road, right, for you.
Yeah, that's
right.
Or
you can use that corner. I mean, I
forgot I can come in anywhere, can't I?
Is it anywhere or any?
Anywhere on the edge, yeah.
On your edge?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
because there's no road.
Sure. Well, I mean that one's like almost on your edge.
But I mean, this really isn't. Yeah, I mean, I can move. It's a wheeled vehicle, so I could move when I come in. You are in hard cover up there, though. But the 50 cal don't care. He reduces cover by 1.
Double 50 cal, boy. Guys are in trouble.
Cal. So we'll just come in over here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what kind of AT you have, but that thing's got paper thin armor, so it doesn't. Even if you had like a little Pack 36, that should be plenty.
Don't have any AT right now.
Flak 88.
Yeah, just go straight through.
Probably would. It probably would be.
How much? I actually didn't even look at that. I wonder how much was it. How much was an 88?
An 88? Do you have one?
I do have one painted. I didn't buy one.
I don't even know if it's on.
Yeah, I don't know if it's even as something you can buy, to be honest. I guess you just count as like a Pack 40 or something.
All right, that's a 3 with 3 ones, and with the 4, I'm going to bring in. Let's bring in Sergeant Hume over here with the boys.
Yeah, I think in this case, I would just count it as a Pack 40. I mean, at that point, they're about the same, right?
So Sergeant Hume is going to come in over here with the 4.
No, they do have the 8.8 centimeter Flak 36. They have that.
Oh, really?
But I didn't see it on the support list.
Overwatch. And I think I will fire the mortar at the guys on the balcony.
Oh, no.
And I can use the line of sight of an officer within 6 of them.
Okay.
So with Hume's line of sight, the 60 mil is going to fire over there, and the 50 cal is going to fire over there as well. So I believe the 50 cal gets 10 shots.
Fucking
top mounted.
Ah, jeez. Are they in Overwatch? 50 cal?
No, this 50 cal.
Oh.
I put the 50 cal on Overwatch with
Sure.
Hume. And then he's also going to order the mortar to fire. But a top-mounted gun, according to the rule book, gets 10 shots.
Okay.
We'll be needing 5s, though.
Seems excessive. How is that more? That seems like more than a regular MG. Don't they fire slower?
The 50 cal? No, they both fire the same. 50s, 30s.
All right.
Any tripod or top-mounted like that gets
10 shots?
10 shots, yeah.
Fucking hell.
I'll just double check it, but just to
All
make
right.
sure. That would be in the quick reference sheet, I'm sure. Vehicles. Oh, here it is. Yeah, top MMG/HMG for vehicle, firepower 10. 24-inch effective range.
Alrighty.
Okay. And we will start with the 50 cal from the M20.
Is there an effective range or
They're long range. So I'll need 5s and 6s.
All right, whatever.
M20, right? Is that what it's called?
Yeah. You brought it.
I just saw 50 cal.
Yeah, kill wagon.
It's a 50 cal on wheels. That's all I know. That's all I care about. All right, so I brought in one of my supports, the M20 Scout car with top-mounted 50 cal, which is getting 10 shots. He is going to fire up at the guys on the balcony. I've also brought in Platoon Sergeant Barry Hume over here in this grouping. He's put the 50 cal on Overwatch, and he's going to have the 60 mil fire up at the guys on the balcony. They don't have a line of sight, but officers within 6 of something like this can now spot for them. So he's going to fire as if he does have direct line of sight. But we'll start with the 50 cal, needing 5s up on the, whatever we called that.
Oh, Jesus.
Villa. 1, 2, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits.
Okay, shouldn't have brought them in, I guess.
So you'll split those. Everyone's in soft cover. I take that back. 50 cal reduces cover by 1.
Was
You have
that
two
all?
teams.
Yeah. So I'll put less. Do you get to choose where
No,
they
you
go?
pick them.
So probably less on the LMG team.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So 4 on the rifles.
3 on the LMG here.
2 shock.
2 shock. Is it in soft covers 4s and 5s?
Yep.
4s and ups.
And then
2 shock.
2 shock. So
4
2 shock each.
Total.
Yep.
It's going to be tough to keep these little things here.
Okay. So next up, we are going to do the mortar. So the 60 mil mortar will be firing at those guys out there.
Just leave this off for now.
Yeah, that's fine. 4s, needing 4s because I'm firing as if I have direct line of sight. Got 1 hit.
Okay.
And pick one guy, out on the balcony there will be
sure.
It's in the open.
Shock.
Point of shock.
Is in the open. Does it just ignore all cover?
Indirect fire.
Oh.
And you're kind of out on a balcony, so
fair enough.
Yeah, so that is
5 shock.
So I put on 5 shock.
That's pretty good.
And that's going to reduce their shooting or their
rounds
to 2. They do get a free replenishment point, however, so I got to put that out.
Okay.
And that's a 3 and a 4, and we'll move on to the next phase.
Mm-hmm. I forget you get to go again. These guys are going to be boned.
Yeah.
You even told yourself, you're like, oh,
don't do it.
Yeah, I should have deployed out of line of
sight. And he did. He still did it.
Whatever.
Next phase for the Americans.
I thought it was tactical, you know. Like the
wow. Okay. Chain of command point.
A lot of 3s.
3 3s, a 1, and a 2. So this goes away now.
Okay.
So it goes until the end of the next phase. So I could deploy from there now.
So much for that. Maybe Overwatch would have been better then.
Yeah. Well, it did keep me from deploying there.
For 1 turn.
For 1 phase. Yeah. Yeah. It'd be nice if it actually just kept on going, right? So a lot of shit here. Pretty much I can bring in the rest of my force. I don't remember what else I brought. Check my list here. I think I'm almost out of support. Okay, I got one more thing of support I can bring in.
That's all, huh?
That's it. Yeah. So I'm going to use one of these to move the M20. I probably should just bring in the rest of this shit. And bring in another senior or another team, sections. Yeah. The red dice is really good.
Yeah. You said I couldn't be Panzer Grenadiers. Huh?
Do you have enough machine guns for that?
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Well, they were built originally as for Panzer Grenadiers.
Oh, so you need the 6 machine gun teams.
Yeah. Well, I had to buy like those, like I think they're from like Artisan or whatever, extra guys with MG42 to add to the squads.
Are they like way bigger than everyone else?
They're a little bit taller. They're just the big boys, you know.
Yeah. Just like this guy in the 50 cal crew's like twice the size of everyone else.
Yeah.
He's just like, Midwest's.
There you go.
Corn fed.
This guy's just been eating Bavarian sausages and pretzels.
Yeah.
That sounds huge.
Okay, I'm going to move the car. Man, I'm like right there next to the objective. I go over here, which I will do. Okay, let's do that. Normally you don't want to split up, but in this case, I think I pretty much, it's just so tempting to try to get out there to that objective.
Remember, you got to teach Johnny a lesson today.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, he didn't learn the last time.
Don't deploy.
Don't deploy anything.
Well, what if it was bait? Now he saw that I deployed early. He's like, oh, now you just deploy. Now he's going to deploy everything. Just
in the open.
In the open,
Hubris.
yeah. The
All right,
hubris
I'm
of
going to
the Airborne.
deploy. All right, here we go. We're going to do the section where I'll put the machine gun inside the building. Let's see. I will place the rifle team outside.
Is that Andre in the background? No, that's Kevin.
Andre is not here.
Andre's, yeah.
He's in Oregon on a raft somewhere right now.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Is he white water rafting?
No, it's more like floating down.
Okay.
I don't think there's
Much
much
more leisurely.
Yeah, it's a leisurely thing. So these guys will be out here. Their leader will be with them. That's Dignan. Dignan will place everyone on Overwatch. And then I will bring in another.
Does Overwatch just stay?
It stays until you move or fire it. And yeah. I don't have enough guys for this, but
Oh boy.
30 cal.
Another one.
30 cal machine gun this time.
Ay, ay, ay.
And I don't have enough dudes to man the thing.
I'll just put a marker or something.
I'll just say there's one extra guy there. This is a work in progress, Army. I'm not done yet. I just had enough to scrape
Sicily.
together.
13 points of support.
I guess I could put this medic out there as the. I don't have a medic, but he's just going to be out here as the fifth guy.
Sure.
Okay, so that's the one is the machine gun.
Mm-hmm.
The 3 is the squad. Leaves me 2 3s and a 2 left, which I can move the. Don't even need to move up. So I need to be kind of wary of what kind of AT you have. I think my armor is like 2. I think you might be able to, if you had I'm thinking you probably have like a 50 mil AT gun. I don't know, 9 points. I'm curious to see what you picked with that.
You will never know.
You never know. So 3s. Maybe I'll just fire. Actually, why am I going to go on Overwatch? I could just start shooting. Yeah. Forget Overwatch, damn it. We're just going to blast away. I'll put the rifle team on Overwatch. How about that? So I'm going to blast with the light machine gun, the medium machine gun, the truck, the 50 cal. I can't fire the mortar though. Okay, well, that's all right. Let me get the replenishment point over here real quick before I forget about it. Yeah, I'm going to move up a little bit with the vehicle. 1d6, so I can still fire at full effect. So a 5-inch move up. He'll fire the 50. I can't fire this 50. I don't have any way to command them.
Yeah, right. Because you need to.
Yeah, I can't make a 4.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. So 50, and the 2 machine guns over there, I guess they're all going to be able to do. That squad, I could move them up. I think I will do that. Let's, yeah, I'm going to move them up to this wall here with another 3. So let's just go up to the wall.
Yeah.
I'll lose that. Where's my assistant gunner at? There he is. Assistant gunner is always the guy kneeling down. So they'll move up there, and they can't. I could do marching fire. So marching fire would allow me to fire that machine gun off.
Okay.
So that was 2 commands with the 3 from, who is that? Baldwin? Yeah, Baldwin. So Baldwin moved up. Fire, 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 fire. And I got a 3 left, 2 and a 3 left over, which I can't really do anything with. Okay, let's get ready to do some shooting here. So it's 10 shots for this, 8 shots for that.
Okay.
And I don't want to frame this one. I guess I can see from there. I pretty much see everything from here. Okay. It's gonna be a lot of shooting here.
Don't say.
So one thing you don't have. Oh, I was gonna say, if you had 3 points, you could do the reposition command and duck into the building.
Well, they're already in the. Oh, you mean
Like out
everyone.
of sight.
Yeah, I only have 2 chain of command points. So.
Yeah. Okay, let's start off here. Okay, first up, I brought in over here. The last of my support's another medium machine gun, tripod mounted 30 cal this time. He's deployed behind the wall over here by the granary, and I also brought in a Dignan squad over here. So the machine gun team's in the building. The rifle team is out of the building with Dignan. They went on Overwatch, but the 30 cals are both going to fire at the guys in the building. I've also moved my M20 up 1d6 so he can fire at full effect. He just moved up in the courtyard there. And then over there, Baldwin's guys advanced up. Marching fire from Baldwin on a 3, 1d6. The 30 cal on the end can fire line of sight onto them as well. So we're going to have, 4 machine guns? 5 machine guns? Or whatever. Let's just start over here with the 30 cal that just came in up here at these guys. Needing 5s. I'm pretty sure. That's probably over 24. Probably should measure it though, just because there's a lot of 4s in there. I'm sure it is, but
yes.
Oh well, that was from this one, but yeah, it's more than 24 for both of them.
Yep.
So then only 2 hits.
All right, so 1 on each. But this is hardcover. Right?
Hardcover.
So the LMG squad,
1
shock.
Shock on each.
Yeah.
What are you up to now?
3 and 4. So 7 shock total.
Okay.
It
So I'll
could be
take
pinned
2 shots
soon, man.
off. I'll take 2 dice out and we'll fire the Dignan's 30 cal up there at them. Also
Sure.
needing 5s. 1, 2, 3 this time.
All right, so 1 on the LMG here.
Nothing.
Nothing and nothing. Oh, finally.
Nothing at all.
Jeez.
Okay.
I need something, man. This is a lot of shooting coming at me.
It
This
is.
is my fault. It's okay.
Yeah. You isolated the squad.
Well, you're taking the bait maybe also.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
that wouldn't be the first time that's happened to me. Happened in my last game. Andre did that to me. Next up is going to be the 50 cal from the M20. Needing 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's not as
Reducing
as
cover by 1.
devastating as the other one. The first LMG
1 dead.
dead. Where's the LMG squad here?
We'll deal with that in a minute. We got to make sure that no one else dies.
The non-guys,
So
nothing.
nothing. Okay, so check your leader. You roll a 1.
No.
Okay.
So just a regular dude.
So crewman from the LMG team is dead,
Mhm.
which is going to enhance the shock you have, right? So you got 7 with 1, 2, 3,
I have
4,
9
5,
guys
6,
left.
7, 8, 9, 10 guys with the leader.
All right, 10 guys.
So you're getting close to being pinned.
Yeah. Probably after this, maybe.
Yeah, next we got the 30 cal marching fire from Baldwin's squad over there.
Sure. This is it, right? This is the last
This
one.
is it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have another phase. You're up after this. Needing 5s. 1, 2, 3,
4 again.
4. Not reducing cover this time.
Right, so the LMGs.
Oh, a dead and a
No,
shock.
that's bad. And then the non-LMGs.
A dead and a
Oh
shock.
boy, now I
Wow.
think they're actually pinned.
Okay, check your leader first before you do anything. It is him. So one of those guys isn't hit.
And then my leader is the guy with the LMG here.
SMG.
So,
So roll
no, no,
a
where's the LMG guy? Here he is.
roll a d6. See what happens to him.
Something bad usually. 4.
He takes a wound.
Takes a wound.
So he's going to be down to 1 command.
And we have 8 shock. Actually 9, I think, with 9 guys. Right?
So you're not pinned yet.
I have 9. So he's just
So he's
he's
wounded.
one. Oh, he's 1 command down,
Yeah,
and then I
so-
do the bad thing, right?
Yep. So roll a bad thing happens.
Junior leader
4.
wounded is a -1 point on a
So
4.
you're down to 8.
8.
So you lost 1 man in that salvo.
Yep. So I'm down
The
2
leader
guys
took
in
a
that
wound.
squad total for the whole thing.
Yep.
So I'm up to 9 shock. You wounded him and killed 2 other guys. So
Yep. So 1 more shock.
they're pinned.
They're going to be pinned. But you get a 3, you can start pulling shock.
Only
That's everything.
Only 1 though, right?
Yeah.
'Cause
If you want to move. Yes. And that's it.
We might need to move out of line of
The
sight.
Americans are finally done. All right. You ready?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I'm a little. Oh,
He's shell shocked. He's not ready for that firepower.
but do they? So is this like sharp practice? If you retreat, do the pins affect your movement? Because right now they basically
Technically, no.
so they can't move.
But we usually house rule it that it, just to avoid. We've house ruled version 1 in the past to say that, like sharp practice, if you're moving away, you don't count the shock.
Well, right now, let's say, because right now they would have to roll 2d6 and I'd be subtracting 5, or is it
5
combined?
You'd be subtracting 5.
Okay.
The highest.
So that I need to roll 6 on a 1d6, right? All right, let's see what we can do. I got now I got the chain of command.
So you could do the
points
reposition now.
if I needed to, but at this point, I don't know.
And you did not get a 3.
I did not get a 3. I got a senior leader and a potential team.
Did you bring a second senior leader by any chance?
No, I did not. So really, it's just a single team,
Right.
Or bring the senior leader on, but then everyone else is going to have trouble coming on.
So if you wanted to reposition, you don't have to do it now, but I think it ignores shock.
Okay.
So it'd just be a free D6 of movement. Not free, it's 3 points, but
Well,
it could possibly get you at least.
yeah, I can
in
use
your-
that during your phase, though,
You
right?
could,
Yeah.
yes.
So I'll just keep that, and then the other one, I could. Let me think. Give me a minute to
Okay.
think. I could bring on. I do have a single team I could bring on, just to start getting some heat off. But you have that thing in Overwatch. It's nasty, man.
The 50 cal, yeah.
Although I think I can put it in a spot here where. All right, I'm gonna do it just so I can shoot back at you, and not just get.
Did you actually want to roll dice today?
He's
Yeah,
doing it again.
I did feel like rolling dice before he just wipes out my entire force. So I am gonna bring on one of my support points
Okay.
that I brought. It's a machine gun, MG42.
MG42, all right. And it comes in an entrenchment.
It comes in an entrenchment. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking of bringing it here to stay out of line of sight of your 50 cal, and then just light up this kind of area here.
Okay, hold on here. Let me
And I'll put some.
go ahead and redo that so I can get it on the camera.
You got it, sir.
Recreate.
Recreate. All right. So, and I'll just use these guys as loaders. All right. So I'm going to put this dude here. I need an entrenchment too.
Yeah, there's
Just some there. Anything will do.
You can use one of those.
All right. There we go. So we'll bring this dude on here. Try to avoid that. The question is, do I light up your mortar squad or your other dudes? I guess the other dudes probably, right?
So remember, a bunch target.
Uh-huh.
Thing is, there won't be a bunch target because you can't see him, right?
No, that's the whole point. I don't want to get shot by a 50 cal.
Yeah. So that means the bunch target isn't gonna count. So you have to have 3 teams all within 4 inches of each other and line of sight.
No, so I'll just target the squad. Yeah.
Okay.
What is effective range on a
24.
Might be even
If
actually.
you're within 24, you can.
Yes.
Okay. So it'll be just forced to hit.
And it's 10 shots, right?
10 shots. Yep.
Or,
So Johnny's brought in some firepower. MG42 on tripod behind the little house there. Out of line of sight of the 50 cal, but he is in line of sight of Baldwin's boys, so he's going to unload on Baldwin's squad with 10 shots.
this is more just so I don't. It's
In
not
close
a
range.
one-sided walloping so far. So
So far, it's done
I
that.
like to roll some dice.
Still
All
work.
right. Not great. Just 4 hits. It looks like.
Four hits.
A little below average.
Okay. And I got 2 teams there.
Mhm.
Not a bunch target since there's only 2 teams. So the greener will be my machine gun team.
Sure.
So it's just a point of shock on the rifles.
Yeah, not the best ambush on earth, but you
Nope. Hey, you got some shooting. You got to roll some
Yeah, I got
dice
to roll some
before
dice.
the game ended.
Yeah,
Okay, so that's it. That's all he can do. He's got 2 4s. Doesn't want to
Yeah,
bring his senior leader
not
in
quite.
yet.
Not a great roll.
Not a great command
Yeah.
roll. So American face. Okay. Back to the Americans.
Yeah, that extra die is a.
It's really good.
Yeah.
And then with the red dice, burn 6. So I got a 1, 2 1s, a 2, and a 4, and another chain of command
Another
dice.
full chain of command die.
Gives me a full chain of command dice. So 2 1s, a 2, and a 4. Well, I mean, we could really put the hurting on those boys up there.
Sure.
Which I think we probably have to do. I got a 4, so I could fire the mortar, the 50 cal. I can use a 2 and a 1 to, or I could even just use a 1 to activate the gunner on the M20. Use a 1 to, or I could bring my other senior leader in. That's probably what I should do, is bring in the lieutenant over here. Yeah, so I'll bring in Lieutenant Dan's going to come in. That'll be the first thing I do is still out my bazooka off the table. Do I need a bazooka? So your machine gun's like only 3 points, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that leaves you a 6. I'm kind of wondering if you brought a little tank of some type.
You'll never know.
If you did, I could bring my bazooka in.
It's a sort of lame thing he would do.
Bring a tank.
Flam Panzer.
Panzer. Should have at this rate.
Flam Panzer rolling in. I do have my bazooka. If I bring in my leader without my bazooka, then he'll have to roll a 4+ to come in. I don't know if I'm too worried about it, honestly. We need the lieutenant out here with these boys. So he's going to come in.
Mm-hmm.
Lieutenant Dan. And we are going to, we're going to move that rifle team up.
Oh.
He's going to order them to move up. So we're going up towards the objective there.
You can start the final countdown soon.
If I can get to it. So 6-inch move for these guys.
Not quite, but next turn.
Yeah, we're getting close.
Yeah, it forced me to pop out a little more, right?
Yep. I guess I'll put Lieutenant Dan in the building with these guys. Before I do, I'm going to bring the bazooka in. What the hell? I'm going to bring the bazooka in over here.
Okay. You can see them a mile away with their shiny goggles.
I know. Maybe not the best place for them to be, but I'm going to put them over here. Just try to avoid any bunch targeting. So the bazooka will come in. So that happened before Dan came in. So that was a 1, a 4. Dan ordered them to move. His other 2 commands will have these 2 fire,
Mm-hmm.
which leaves me a 2 and a 1. I could activate the
Gunner.
the armored car. Yeah.
Or are you going to combine?
I might move out of the. I'm going to move out.
Sure.
D6. Yeah, 2-inch move. Let's say you can make it. Not too worried about a small hedge. So he'll be able to fire at full effect. These 2 machine guns.
So you're using the 2 and the 1 to make it 3?
Yeah, the junior. So I activate the
Okay.
junior leader who
Sure.
command the driver and the gunner. So 3, 6, 9, 10. And how the hell are we going to do this? Let's start off with We'll start off with these guys, I guess. It's hard to
I
see.
think who's going to fire those guys?
So I'm going to start off with the 30 cal
Okay.
up at those guys.
I think I'm going to have to use the chain of command die or the
Reposition.
reposition.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me just go over what I did real quick.
Sure. Let's try to get out of line of sight.
All right, first up, bazooka team. Wallace and his bazooka team came in over here. Then Lieutenant Dan came in over here. He ordered Dignan's rifle team and Dignan himself to advance up toward the objective, which is that well. He's going to use his last two commands to have both of these machine guns fire up there. And then I had the M20 advanced out with 1d6. He's going to fire at full effect. And pretty much nothing over here. He's going to stay on Overwatch. But Johnny's declared he is going to do his, he's going to spend 3 points to reposition and try to get the hell out of Dodge.
They're getting hammered.
Just don't roll a 1.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a 6. Okay, he's going to probably make it. All right.
So they should be able to hide within the building, right?
Yeah, I would move as far in as you can just to erase any doubt that you're out of line of sight. So they're just backed up, hiding in the building.
Yeah.
I don't really have any HE, so can't shoot anymore.
All right. Well,
If I had HE, I knew I could still target the building, but I don't. No, I'll take that back. No, I think that the 60 mil can't punch through the roof. All right, well, because he got into the building. He burned 3 of his chain of command points, reposition. Without HE, I can no longer target him. So instead of that, I will go on Overwatch with him and with him and this guy. Nope, that's it. That'll do it. So that's it for the Americans.
Yeah.
Okay.
Had to be done.
It had to be. You had to do it.
I don't think they could
would've been
survive.
screwed.
Another 3 rounds of shooting.
They would have been pinned.
Maybe if you didn't have that thing, I would say risk it. But
the
the M20 reducing to the soft covers blew them apart the first time.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we can do. Oh, I got them.
2 more.
Jeez, it's not.
Well, he's got 3 now, so he can reposition.
I can do it again.
So wound up with just a 2 and a 4, which is not great.
I mean, the senior leader coming on is not ideal. I have so much off of him. Yeah.
We can bring a section in.
Shoot.
Let him think what he wants to do.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably good to bring another squad in, to be honest, because you're getting right up to the. You're getting up to this thing so quickly already.
I'm getting to the objective. Yes.
Yeah. So he's within 6 inches, right, of the. But then this stupid thing is there. Not a lot. It's just getting hammered by these things. It's gonna suck. Could come on here.
You're definitely outgunned
Right now, yeah. Well, I think in general too, but rolling horrible dice like that is not helpful.
Yeah,
either.
your command dice rolls have not been helpful. You need a 2 3s, a 1, a 4.
You could just bring them on and then
Could hide them behind the building. I mean,
be clever with our chain of command dice potentially, because that's another reposition. If we bring them on this way, just light up that squad in the open for now.
you could.
And I know we got some return fire, but then hopefully no. Could also come in over here and shoot, but then you have one guy on Overwatch,
50 cal.
so it's 10 shots again.
Yep.
And then
Probably needing 8 4s as well.
Huh?
You're needing 4s because I'm within 24.
yeah, fair enough. But
So yeah, going in there with 1 squad, you're going up against the BAR squad and the 50 cal all in hardcover.
yeah, but they're not on Overwatch anymore.
They're not.
Yeah.
But they're going to be around hopefully in the next phase.
Yeah. So I don't know if that's the smartest play. So I think we'll come on over here. I just think if I leave another thing off, I don't think I'm going to be able to do anything. So we'll see if we can figure out where the best place to put them is. I've still got to decide that. Because they can come on and fire, correct? But there's not really a whole lot to fire at. If they go here, then potentially Overwatch through the door, right?
Well, we say the gate's
The
closed.
gate's closed right now. Okay, so then no.
So they could deploy back there and not. Oops.
If you're shooting through here, is that any cover bonus?
No, we'll say that's in the open.
So it's no. So that's not really very smart either. And just round 2 of this shit again. Oh man, this is a rough one. I think I put some deployment points in not great spots, and then this stupid half track is gonna just murder me.
Yeah, the M20.
Yeah, well, maybe you can get a bad roll eventually.
Oh, I will.
We're gonna
The
do.
fans are calling for your blood, Johnny. Say what they want.
Yeah,
Throw some squads away.
Make the unit break if you can. I wanted to, but he used his reposition effectively. Where are they going? Over here.
I'm tempted to just light up that squad that's in the open, but I don't know how smart that is.
Try it.
Yeah, why not?
The team in the open.
Yeah, I mean, we can see if we can get a decent amount of shots. I'm banking on the fact that I still have a reposition available, so I could potentially move back away.
I have one too.
Well, then
I could reposition out.
Then
Or
you can do it. Yeah, that's fine. You can do it.
looks like your machine guns with an 18, but I
Yeah.
think everything else is going to be.
Effective. That's fine.
So it'll be 4s for the machine gun with 8 shots.
And then everything else. I don't care about the rest of the stuff, to be honest.
So it's just the machine gun.
Well, I'll get as many little extra rifles as I can, but I'm
Yeah.
not like trying to maximize rifles.
Okay. And this with the 2, right?
Yeah.
So you can't do machine gewehr,
No.
which is too bad.
Yeah. So it'll probably be like 10 shots. Well,
Yeah, 10. So you
it'll
need
be like 3 with rifles and then 8 with machine guns. I'll have to do them separately,
Yeah.
right?
3 with 3 needing 4s, and the rest the other or
No, 3 needing
8
5s.
needing-
Yeah, and the other ones. So are you going to reposition?
I am gonna hit the dirt though.
Oh, he's using to hit the dirt. So you're going to go to light
Tactical.
cover.
Yep.
Oh, okay, smart. Yeah, at least I got you to burn some chicken.
Yeah. So is that all you're gonna do?
That's all I can do. So it's
All right,
rubbing
so
it in.
Johnny's he's deployed a squad
Yeah.
out of the hacienda. He got the machine gun and 3 rifles in range of Dignan's rifle team.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to unload. I did spend 3 chain of command points to hit the dirt, so they're going to be in soft cover now.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll.
Sure. So here are the ones needing 5s.
Yeah, machine guns are needing 4s.
Oh,
Everyone else
great.
is needing 5s.
All right. Not a great start for the boys, but still not great. 4 total.
4. Okay, so we'll put 2 on the machine gun, 2 on the rifles.
Sure. Maybe we can
Green
kill
will
us.
be machine gun in soft cover.
All right.
Oh, so the machine gun lost a guy. Took a shock.
Okay, so
See if it happens to be Dignan.
Come on.
It is
Yes.
Dignan. Oh, God, not this again. This happened to me last game. Every one of my leaders got
a
hit.
6. A 4.
So he takes a wound.
Yeah.
And the bad thing for that, be minus one. -1 and a wounded Dignan, and then a shock onto somebody. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I forgot. Someone took a shock.
Someone took a shock, and then that guy eats the potential kill, right?
Yep. So it's just a wounded Dignan.
At least we're a tied force morale now.
Yep. And then somebody took a shock. Oh, it had to be the rifle team, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why was I rolling 2? I should have all went on to them because you weren't splitting fire, right? You were focusing everything on them.
Well, they're in the open. I don't know
Yeah.
if you could. I don't know if you could split them. Because if they're in the open,
You can choose to, but if you can also choose to just say I want everything onto the rifles or
Probably
the worst
that-
cover.
well, yeah, they have the worst cover.
Okay, let me just go back and look at that real quick.
Because then I think that's because kills are still only 6s, right? So then
No,
I think
5s in the the 6s with soft cover, yeah.
so. I think it was a kill and 2 shock. If they're
Yeah.
all in soft cover. Let's see what I rolled.
Let me just look at the roll again. So you do want to put everything onto the guys in worst cover, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't even know if I'll be able to see this. I better get my 2.5 magnifying glasses on. It's a 6 and a 4. Okay, so it's just a dead and 1 shock. Okay, that makes it easy.
Yep. So it's right.
So we're a wounded guy and a shock.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I do have some Overwatch, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot
Shitload
about
of
that.
Overwatch.
Yeah. Probably should have not done that.
Probably not. Yeah, because you're going to get lit up with like 18 shots here.
Well, not if we reposition. Right?
You could.
Yeah. We just need to get like 2 inches, and
You could definitely do that. Right, so quick fix here. We did not split. All that went on to Dignan's rifle team. I rolled them separately, but Johnny had said he wanted to put everything onto the squad, the team in worst cover. So Dignan got hit. They took a shock. I do have Dignan's MG and this 30 cal here on Overwatch. So I can light him up with 18 shots, unless, of course, he chooses to reposition again.
Or I can also hit the dirt, right?
Or he could hit the dirt,
which is not great.
I'm getting 18 shots back at you.
But if I roll a 1, then I'm still screwed, right?
Roll a 1, you're going to be in trouble.
Because I probably need at least a 3 to get most of these guys out of line of sight. And that's a 50-50 there.
You got lucky on your last roll. You rolled 6.
I did. I feel like that's not going to happen. I'm going to spend it for hit the dirt, though.
Okay,
I think that's probably the safer play. I'm going to roll to see what would have happened.
Yeah, you would have made it.
I would have made it. Coward. That's what I get for being a coward.
Well,
They're
they're
running away.
they're shell shocked from the North Africa campaign still.
Yeah. Well, they didn't even get there. They're like, where's everyone going?
We got our nice jungle desert fatigues on. No, sorry. You're not going there anymore. So I'm going to fire the Overwatch. Let me check the cover.
Well, they still wore the kind of that yellow one in the tropical uniform in Sicily. So that's why we're able to plan as this.
So the rifle team is these 1, 2,
like out of line of sight.
Yeah. So this is all the
LMG section.
Basically, all I can see is the LMG section.
Oh shit! Then I should have done the thing. Yeah.
This guy, however, he can see both.
Okay.
So you're gonna be in soft cover.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be soft cover for him tactical. We've agreed that shooting this doesn't offer any cover. So starting off with Dignan's light machine gun. All he can see is the MG42 team. Needing
probably 5.
Probably 5, yeah, because you were just in 18.
Barely in range.
So needing 5s. 2 hits.
3. And then so that's all on them, right?
All on the MG
point of shot.
Okay.
Grab
and then the 30 cal can see both teams.
Yeah.
Needing, and these guys are going to need probably 4s because his 24-inch range.
I think
he should be within 24.
Actually, he's just
out. Oh, he's out.
Yeah,
okay.
25s. Yeah, smart I was about that.
Yeah, it was a great deployment. That's 3 hits.
All right.
So you saved yourself 4 hits.
So I'll put 2 on the rifle.
Nothing.
All right. Hey,
wow.
That was a tactical
Look at that
play I just made.
That was amazing.
Wounded a leader, put a shock on, and
they're not going down without a fight.
Not going down without a fight.
And you made me burn 3 chain of command points.
I also burned 3. So
yeah, he's down to 1. I'm down to 3.
It's your turn though.
Is it my turn again?
Well, I only had I got a 2.
That's right. Okay.
That's all I got.
American phase.
Yeah, I haven't gotten any 3s.
Forgot all about that.
I would have even a 1 would have been nice to be able to shoot the MG42.
For some reason, I thought you were doing all that during my phase, but
no. Or I wish.
All right. Burn 6, 2 1s, a 2, a 3, and a 4. I can do everything.
Yeah,
I can literally
no
do
kidding.
Everything. Too bad Dignan's injured.
Is it though? I mean,
He's only got one command.
well, hey,
I
that's
mean, I still got Lieutenant Dan here.
that's an eye for an eye. You wounded up here. This is Klaus Kinski, and you wounded him. He's on the floor.
Right. All right, so we're gonna have let me go up here. Start another one. Okay. Well, I can make I got a 4. So we use a 3 to move the M20. Use a 4 over here. He's going to have Lieutenant Dan move Dignan's team up towards, or first we're going to fire with these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Then he'll have them advance. And then over there, Hume is going to activate and pretty much activate everything over there.
Okay.
Okay, so first thing I guess we'll do is the shooting over here. Let's see here. 2. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, let's do that. Start over here with the 4. Lieutenant Dan. He's going to have Dignan's machine gun and the tripod machine gun fire straight ahead at these guys again. They're still tactical.
Mm-hmm.
So needing 5s for everything. So I'll start with the tripod machine gun. One hit.
Does that one have only sight on the LMG? Is that the?
It has one on both, so you can put it on
the rifle.
Yep.
Shock.
Point of shock. So I'll take 2 out, and we will now fire with the light machine gun, needing 5s as well.
Oh,
1, 2,
geez.
3, 4 this time. Those are all going onto the machine gun.
Great.
Soft cover.
4 ones, please.
Dead and 2
Dead
shock.
and 2 shock.
Check your leader. Yeah, that's him.
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
He's knocked out or he's stunned.
All right, so we don't take a dude out, but
He is stunned. So roll a bad thing for that. Probably nothing.
Probably nothing.
Yeah,
but
it
we'll
was
double
nothing.
check.
So he's knocked out.
What does that mean? Does he get to
He
get
can't
up?
activate
Oh, come on, people.
until the turn ends or you get a medic to him. He's
Jeez.
unconscious. All right,
Oh.
next up, then Dan's going to have Dignan's rifles advance towards the objective. So it's new.
Staying tactical, or are you gonna go?
That's a good question. Yeah,
Yeah, they're close enough. I
stay
would say.
tactical.
Minus
A
1.
4-inch move tactically.
It gets you
Close
there.
enough.
I think it gets you there. Yeah, but you don't have the chain of command
That one
dice
did
to
dig in.
end the turn yet, right? When do you start the countdown? You need a chain of command dice, right, to do that for the countdown.
I don't think so. I don't know. Probably.
just do it. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Do it. Beg for forgiveness later.
Yeah.
Yeah, we made it to the objective, boys. The first time ever.
All it took was having the biggest oaf in charge of Sicilian defenses.
Hey.
All it took was a rookie chain of command player.
It's like my first game.
Yeah.
Like, I did it.
I just needed to face someone that didn't know what they were doing.
It's not true.
Well, I think he did though. That's the best part. Is he kept saying, "Don't put him out early.
Yeah.
Don't put him out." early."
Okay, look. If I don't put anybody out, he's still on there. There's literally nothing I can do.
He kept ignoring his own advice.
Yeah. But also, I mean, I've been getting a lot of 4s. My
Yeah.
rolls have been pretty brutal.
Yeah.
Like I didn't want to bring those guys in on a 2, but I feel like I got to do something.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just walking in.
Second,
Just lay hands are in, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
second senior leader is always a good choice for.
Now, final countdown, you spend 3 command points once you capture it. So you actually could, I think, do it
Once
next
I cap-
phase. Once you capture it.
I've
What does-
captured it.
What does captured mean? Like now, do you
I think
capture it?
Yeah, I don't think it really specifies what captured is. But
you-
I'm guessing come into contact with
Go
it.
ahead and start it if you want.
The well hasn't surrendered yet. It's not
Yeah.
okay.
The final. We have never done the final
I'll
countdown.
blow it. See what happens. Well, you don't have to, but just think about
I've
it.
never done it. Let me check it real quick. I'm gonna step downstairs and use the restroom real quick.
Sure.
When you said the final, I was like, is he playing the music?
Yeah. I get a copyright strike.
Yeah.
Is anyone talking trash?
Well, there's a lot of people talking trash.
Oh, damn it. Oh, look at that. They're nice.
I'm not commenting. That's the problem.
Yeah, the HMGs fuck us for sure.
Nobody's feels sad for you.
Yeah, it's okay.
Nobody's like, "Kill him."
I am playing the Nazis, so no one. If anyone's like, "Yay," then no, we might have some bigger problems there.
He said final countdown starts by either mission conditions or 3 CP.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct.
So we can, if he wants to do it.
Why not?
You want
Do you
other?
have a certain amount of time to react to that or something? Or?
So essentially, it goes off of my. So it's better if I have lower force morale, but essentially, if he pops it off now, a counter starts, and we have 8 more phases.
Oh, so I mean, there is
So it would be a
starts clock.
timer, yeah, essentially that I need to either get there or. But the thing is, though, it's also a mixed bag because if I push him off and move my guys towards it, and I'm holding it when the phase ends and it's over. Also, I think if you roll 3 6s, the game just straight up ends if you start the final countdown.
What's your last reserve? Audience will keep it a secret.
Audience, keep it a secret. I have a Panzer III, and
Oh, that's not bad.
yeah, I just haven't rolled any 3s. I just rolled 4s.
All right.
The Mesta parties, he's injured all of my guys, so I can't even do like the Storm of Steel or anything. Defender can use a full chain of command die to reduce the attacker's force morale. That's pretty cool. So the final countdown is 19-4. I feel like there's I think if you roll 3 6s, the game also ends. But correct me if I'm wrong. So essentially, if you did the final countdown, you can do it. It would put the game, we would have 8 phases left to play because it goes on my force morale.
Right.
And then whoever holds it at the end would win. But I also think if any of us rolls 3 6s, the game instantly ends.
Okay. And then even when it gets to the end, the first double phase ends. So it doesn't actually end when you get down to the end of the final countdown? So sudden death or whatever.
Yeah, so if neither player rolls 3 or more 6s before the final countdown is completed, the game enters sudden death, which any double phase would end the game, right? So, I don't know. It's up to you.
Might as well. I've never done it.
Yeah, all right, he's blowing it.
We're doing it. All right. All right, we're going to spend our 3 chain of command points to initiate the final countdown. So now we will keep track of the phases. What's your horse morale? 8?
8.
So we have 8 phases until the end of the final countdown, which time sudden death begins. If one of us should happen to roll 3 6s during the final countdown, the game ends immediately.
If I just do my turns as 3 6s.
It probably will, the way you're rolling. Sounds about right, really. So anyway, I'm still going here. So that was Lieutenant Dan's 4. So 3 now is going to be the M20. And he is going to advance up a D6.
Yeah, not having a Panzerfaust or Shrek is pretty annoying.
Yeah, I don't think I've moved far enough to really get you in line of sight.
That's good.
Yeah, I can see you're knocked out leader. Okay, well then he's not going to do anything except that. And then with the 2 and the 2 1s, Hume is going to do his thing over here.
Sure.
You're juggling a lot of.
Yeah, I know. I'm used to it. I got it down.
It's controlled chaos.
Control chaos, and yeah. That's my excuse for when I make a rules mistake. I got too much shit going on to remember everything all the time.
Yeah, but we also just, I mean, even like when you're playing, you don't, like, if people are able just to focus on watching you, it's like, of course, like, they're going to just nail you every single time. You just have to accept that fact. You know, they're just, we're going to get rules wrong. So just let us know what we got wrong. And
Yeah, and that's
We'll give you a thumbs up.
I read all those. I take them, put them in
Yeah.
my memory, and the game's already run smoother since the first time we played.
Yeah.
I'm sure we're still gonna make some mistakes, but hopefully not.
I tried to watch some of the stuff and then listen to the changes, and then I read the rule book the last 2 nights. So, but you know,
Yeah, you seem to have it down. pretty
the
good.
way they indexed it too is a lot nicer this version. So,
Yeah, the whole layout. Is
and I like
nice.
so far I like the ability to not have to hold, like being able to use the 3 points is nice to kind of react, so you're not just getting boned if you don't have enough. Like, because I've only gotten like
Oh, yeah, it's
not
nice.
that many chain of command points. So
Yeah, it's a great. It's really good. So I guess over here, all I have is the mortar that can see directly.
okay,
50 cal can't see you.
Yep.
Can't see anything. So you'll just stay on Overwatch.
being
So
an
Baldwin
advance,
squad and the mortar will fire MG42.
sure.
Over here, Sergeant Hume can activate Baldwin sections, can activate the mortar, Olivier's mortar. 50 cal cannot see the MG42, but the mortar and the squad can. So mortar and squad at the MG42. 2, 4, 6, 8. So we'll start off with the machine gun at the MG42. Probably needing 5s would be my guess. Did you measure that?
Yeah, I was within,
You were within
but
yours,
I have,
Yeah,
well, I
like
have 24, so
All right, well, I still got 3 hits.
still pretty good. Hardcover,
Hardcover.
2 points of shock. Jeez.
All right, then the 8 rifles. Oh, wait, I got 2 BARs in there. Let's do those first. They're 4 each.
All right.
So 4 BARs. 2 hits.
Come on, hardcover. Okay, there we go.
Actually, I probably should have did all this at once, but that's fine. So how many rifles do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Some of them have to load the other gun, though, right?
I should have 6 rifles.
Okay.
The BARs are not team weapons anymore. It's just
What
one
about the
guy.
LMGs? How many guys have to help there?
Yeah, it's a 3-man team.
Okay.
2, 4, 6. So my rifles have Storm of Steel.
Okay.
So any 6 I roll, I re-roll again.
Yeah, exploding 6s.
Yeah, floating 6s.
So
We could never remember the re-roll 1s.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping we can remember this.
He's just. Oh, you steal that from like Warhammer Fantasy or something? I got one.
1 hit and 1 6.
So you just roll another die, right? No.
So just 1 hit.
So 2 hits total then, right? Because you rolled a 5 and a 6, right? Okay. Same thing. Fuck. Nothing. There's no leader, so just take a guy off.
So you've gotten 2 shots.
2 shock and a killed dude. Yep.
So you're down to 4 guys with 2 shots.
Yeah.
Oh, and then the mortar. Can't forget that. So this will be my second firing of the mortar. So it's 4 HE, needing 4s for direct line strike. Wow.
All right.
Total whiff.
Thank you, dice gods.
That'll be it. So let's jump right in.
All right, let's see if we can get a. Let me get a 3, please.
Oh, double phase. It was a third 6.
Almost. Oh, that's right.
So the final countdown starts now, or does it start?
It started, yeah. So we're
So at
on.
the end of this phase, we're going to drop to 7.
Well, is a phase your whole turn? Is that a phase?
Phase, yeah.
So then we're down. Now we're down to 1, and then once I'm done, then we'll
We're
be
at
down.
7 phases.
Yeah.
So after the end of this, we have 6.
Yeah. So then I have 2 2s and a 5, and I get the next turn, right? All right, we're doing it. We're just gonna bring it on, dude. I have to. So I only have 1 more squad off, so I'm gonna bring them on.
You only have so many phases left.
Yeah. So
You gotta get out and recapture this.
that thing's on Overwatch, and I can activate that squad as well, right?
You got 2 2s.
2 2s, right?
Bring a squad in, and you can activate the squad.
Yeah.
Oh no, you can't. Oh yeah.
Yeah, just the
Not the
squad
leader.
though, right?
Yeah,
not the leader,
Leader's
which
knocked out,
is
but the 2
fine.
will allow you to still do that.
The problem is this damn tank is in the way. Can't do anything against that thing. Or you know what I mean? These guys have so much shock. I don't think I can even move the LMG forward. I need to roll a 6.
Yeah, you really need to.
I need my senior leader in there. I could just bring him on too, right?
Just pull a bunch of shots.
But then this squad then everything left is not. We'll save it. We'll save it. We're gonna activate the squad. So I'm gonna bring on the last squad. This one seems like it's probably Well, you're
Okay.
not in a great spot. This one I have to retake essentially, but I don't think I.
You have to retake it. So if you can retake it, the final countdown keeps going.
Yeah, and then
You
I
would
could
win.
potentially
You would
win,
win.
but I don't. Yeah, see, I don't see a great spot here. The wall is killing me, you know.
Yeah, it's good for moving around behind it, but not for deploying and shooting.
Yeah. So I'm thinking move here, do that, or just. Can you stay in tactical and still shoot? No, right? Once you shoot, tactical goes away.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. I thought tactical you can move 1d6 and still fire or something
You
like
can
that.
move 1d6 and go tactical, or move 1d6 and fire. Can't do both.
Is that what tactical is?
Yeah.
Huh. So you can't fire if you're tactical, then essentially is what you're saying.
No. Yeah, tactical is just you're hitting the dirt, hugging the ground.
Hugging the ground.
The second you fire, you're not tactical.
That Overwatch is gonna destroy me.
Hey, old school's here with dropping some knowledge on us.
What do you say?
The oldest ancient dice game from the Middle East had an exploding dice.
There you go.
So blame the ancient Middle Easterners.
And even they forgot about it.
I'm sure they did.
Yeah, this is really hampering me here. But I have another phase.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna just deploy these
I have
guys.
no chain of command points.
Yeah, so I'm gonna deploy these guys out here,
Okay.
and we're just gonna go.
Hey, you knocked the wall down.
Oh. We're gonna go for it.
Good tactic.
Yeah, and they can't. The only thing they can do on a 2 is just come in, right? You said.
They come in and fire.
Yeah, but there's nothing to fire at.
You could, if you can get your machine gun lined up, you can try to drive my armored car off.
Well, that I can do actually.
As long as you're within 18 of it.
I could potentially. So 18's there. Yeah, I can do there. There you go.
Okay, so you could fire at my armored car.
All right, we'll do that. Since they literally nothing else to do otherwise. So I cannot pull any shock. You said right. So
Cannot pull any shot.
no. So then this. All right. So I'll start with the squad that's already tactical. I guess they won't be tactical anymore, but they'll fire at that squad in the open. Because you said that blows it. How much does shock reduce the amount of shots you get? Is it every 2?
Every 2 is -1 shot.
Is it per section?
Yeah.
So then I have -1 shot. So then the MG is only going to get 7, right? And then I think I said I had like 3 rifles.
Yeah.
So the rifles, are they?
They're 5 still.
Still
no,
5?
I moved up some.
Yeah.
Yeah, I moved up closer.
What is the effective
18.
range? All right. Yeah, you're within. You're like,
Everything's
yeah. So everything force.
All right, so let me just set this up.
Sure.
So Johnny with the 2, he brought it its last section.
Mm-hmm.
It is going to. It got within 18 of the M20, so he'll try to drive that off.
You gotta do
You want us to
something.
do that now.
Sure.
So I just roll my dice.
Oh, I see. So
I have to roll at least 1 5 here,
I see.
which I don't.
Oh, all right. Go away. Go away.
Yeah, that's not good.
So what does
See
he
what
do?
happens. So it'll be on the equal hits. Check the equal hits and saves category on a 6. Oh, 6. Right?
Fire against vehicles, equal hits and
hits.
save. Halt and engage fire next phase.
Okay.
Is that equal hits and saves? That doesn't seem bad.
Another shock.
No,
So just halt and engage fire. Okay. No problem there.
that's actually rolling higher is better. Yeah, because 3 or 4 is no effect. 5 and 6 halt and engage fire, which I guess maybe isn't what you wanted to do, but whatever. 1 and 2 is 1 shock, reverse 1d6. So I was for you, I was fishing for a 1 or 2 ideally. Yeah, obviously, but usually it's the other way around, right? For that kind of stuff. All right, here's the other shots.
So next step, so he's gonna have now, since Digna's guys moved up, they're within regular range for that squad.
Yeah,
MG
and rifles. 4s, need 4s. Come on, give us a decent, not a great roll. Again, I've only gotten 4 hits every time.
Right, so it's all going on to the.
Yeah, we'll put them all on there. Yeah.
So I even soft cover.
Yeah, let's get some 5s and 6s.
Ooh,
All right, we got
there's
1. Could be him
See
again.
this Dignan again. It's not.
No.
So it's a dead rifleman.
Another point of shock.
Another point of shock. Hey, I lost a guy.
There you go. Oh, rub it in.
I lost a man.
Yeah, whatever. I've only lost 3 guys, so this game is never about like that, right? So
Yeah, it's rare that you lose a lot of guys.
Yeah.
But sometimes. Like
I get to go again. Let's see.
Yep. Let's just go straight into the next phase. Don't roll 3 6s.
No, I finally got some threes.
There you go.
Yes.
Okay, you can do all of it now.
All right.
What'd you wind up with? 1, a 2, and 2 3s.
Yeah. So although this is complicated because I do want to bring. Well, my threes are all. These guys are all hurt. You know.
Yeah, you got 1 knocked out.
So I'll definitely
Got
bring.
1 wounded.
Yeah. So I'm definitely going to bring on the senior leader.
Yeah.
All right. So he's got to come in. He's going to come on over here to help with all this nonsense that's going on.
So he's got to be within. If you want to take shock off that team up top, you probably should put him
Upstairs.
Yeah, it's got to be within 4 of them.
So I can put him like here, and he's within 4 of like everybody here.
Yeah, he's in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, he can got a 9-inch command range.
Yeah. So he'll be up there, and then I have a 2 and a 3 left. So the 3 I will bring on my last thing.
What is it?
Oh, you'll see. You'll see.
Okay.
You'll see. Yes, it's a tank.
Right one on the bottom.
Yeah.
Head. Look at that head mob. Ooh.
Oh, Panzer 4.
Panzer 3.
Hold
No,
on,
no.
let me get my camera over. You have to recreate.
What's his German? Think of a German name, quick. Think. And don't say Hitler.
Heichel.
Heinkel. Okay.
Let me change my camera. All right, go ahead and bring them on.
Here comes Panzer Commander Heinkel to save the day.
No.
On a
He's
3.
coming in.
Yeah, he's coming in on a.
Can he get over here fast enough? I guess.
I don't know. It's
Before
gonna be
the final
tough.
countdown.
Yeah.
So
So he'll
I
be.
think you're going to fire at the.
Can he?
go-kart.
So can he advance 1d6 and then fire?
No, he can't. He can't move when he comes in.
Oh, I see.
Wheel vehicles can track, but you can still shoot.
Okay, I'll definitely do that.
You
And
can
then,
actually do a. Yeah, focus fire shot.
sure, that's what we'll try.
Is that a?
They're saying you're quiet,
Yeah.
Travis.
I'm quiet.
Oh,
Hello. Hold on. I'm hooked up. Let me resync here. Did I lose sync? That's as good as it's going to get. Hold on. Mic check. Mic test. Hello. Well, I think that's as good as it's going to get.
I think a double phase does something for the final countdown too, right?
I don't.
Oh
think
no,
so.
that's for when it's
Only a once
We're-
the final
we're
countdown
down
ends.
to 6 phases now though. Once I'm done with this turn.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, so we have line of sight.
so
Okay,
I'm gonna activate the senior leader.
let's do the tank real quick.
Let's do the tank first.
Yeah, let's
All right.
finish the tank.
All right.
So let me set this up here. All right, Johnny's brought the big guns in.
Mhm.
Gerfreiter Heinkel
Yeah.
has come in as Panzer 3. And he is going to take a shot at the M20.
He's gonna try to do that focus.
Focus fire. So if you use both commands,
Uh-huh.
you add +1. So you need 5 on 2d6, but you only need
4
a 4 on 2d6 now. And I'm not in any cover.
All right, there we go.
It's a hit.
Yeah.
Heinkel has hit the M20. Let's see what our armor and stuff is. I'm armor 3. What is your AP?
It's not that great because it's the small Panzer 3.
I don't know.
Still pretty big.
It's still pretty good compared to me. Gotta be like 6.
Panzer 3N AP6.
6
Yeah.
against 3. Okay.
Not crazy, right?
Okay. All right. So he's AP6. I'm only armor 3. So you need 5s and 6s.
Looking for 5s and 6s. Come on. Just a
one.
1. Oh, what a bummer.
It's equal. Equal
Oh,
again.
No.
So I will roll again on equal hits. A 4 this time.
That's no effect, I don't think.
Equal hits and saves.
Yeah, I think that's no effect. 'Cause that's, no effect.
AFV. What I roll a 4? Yeah.
Yeah.
So it did nothing.
Yeah.
It's just going to allow me to back up and save my own skin.
It's
Okay.
just one more, and I think it would have been nice.
All right. So we'll move on to the next thing.
So the next thing is I do have a
What do you have
I
left?
have a senior leader and a team or a section.
Okay.
So senior leader, how many activations do you have? 3?
You get 3 commands. Yeah.
So you can pull some of this shock. So I'll pull this one off these guys to bring them down to 4.
Okay.
I'll pull one off these guys, bring them down to 2, and then he can order somebody, right?
Order a command, yeah.
Because I still have a section, so I can order these guys to try to climb over,
yeah,
and fire.
Well, they can't climb over and fire, but they can
advance.
They can try to get over.
Well, I'll just get to the edge there, so we'll try to see.
We'll see. You might make it all the way over.
Well,
so if you roll high,
I'd need to roll double 6s, basically, right?
it's possible.
But I couldn't fire. You said, right?
Can't fire when you're going over a big obstacle like that because you need to spend both d6.
I don't think it's smart to do that quite yet. I still have some time.
You can at least get up to the.
I want to just get up to the wall.
Get in the position. Yeah.
I think with 1d6 or with 2 anyway, but they have enough to get up to the edge.
And you could have just declared I'm not going over.
Well, I don't think I want to be honest, because there's no point if I can't fire.
Right.
I'm not going to be able to reach that. And if this thing was dead, maybe, but I think staying out of line of sight of your little vehicle. Although maybe I'll just move the 1d6 and then still fire. Maybe you can drive it off.
I don't know if you can do it when you move.
Oh,
it takes your full.
Okay, well in that case, I'll move this guy over here.
Yeah. Get some photos real quick before I.
Yeah. And then, so that's all of his commands. And then the last one is just the team, and they'll just fire again at your guys.
Let me get a picture of Heinkel.
Yeah. Did nothing. Couldn't kill. He hit him dead on and then just couldn't. No effect. That's what happens when you have nobody inside the vehicle. All right. Just 5s and 6s. Wow, man. That would have been a lot better.
All right. What are we doing now?
I'm just my last 2. I'm going to fire the MG squad there and just try to light up those guys
them again.
Open, yeah.
Okay.
So I think we're down 1 shot
over
still.
here.
So 7 plus 3.
So Johnny brought his senior leader in. What's his name?
Wilhelm Winter.
Winter came in corner of that building, pulled 2 shock.
Mm-hmm.
He ordered the squad to advance up to the wall to prepare to hop over.
Mm-hmm.
And then with his last 2, the squad that's still in the opening here is going to fire back over here at Dignan. Main force.
Again, that's actually worse than that. Jeez. All
2
right.
hits?
3 hits.
3 hits. All right. All of them obviously going on to the rifle.
Yeah, I'm not rolling too well, boys.
Soft cover. 3 points of shock. Wow, I'm at 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 guys with 5 shock.
Okay, we're getting closer. That's
okay,
it.
And that's it. So we dropped down to 6 phases left, right?
Yeah, we're on. This is number 6 is you.
Okay.
Kevin's in charge of turning the big die.
Kevin, you're in charge of keeping track of the final countdown. And
Don't let him cheat. Don't let him cheat.
3, a 5. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, which is pretty darn good. I will take that all day. I love the red dice.
Boy, that seems like a big deal.
It's amazing. It's way better now because, like, version 1, to get the red dice, you had to buy 3 support units just even before you could buy it. Yeah. So it took like all your points just to get that. And it had to be actual support, not like landmines or anything. But now it just says right in the description of the platoon, red dice option. It's 2 points. Like, it's almost a no-brainer to bring a red dice at this point. Almost a no-brainer to bring an extra senior leader for the Germans as well. But Johnny didn't do that. Oh, well. I mean, if he did, he could have had senior leader in a lot earlier, pulling shock over there and taking care of business.
Yeah,
but
order. I mean, orders are such a big deal in these systems.
yeah, so what do I want to do here? 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. I got my bazooka, but
Take 5 turns.
yeah, I need to start moving him up.
Alrighty.
We are in
You
range.
kind of pulled like a Homer Simpson.
Oh, did
You
I?
had a microphone on your.
Oh,
He did the old naked gun.
The
Yeah.
entire comments. That's what it was. Naked gun. Yeah. All the comments are like, "Oh, geez, what's going on?"
Oh well,
Love
sorry
that
guys.
scene, the naked
That's a
gun.
great. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna make it a new one of those too.
I heard that.
You gotta stay
Liam
hydrated.
Neeson or
Yeah,
something.
it's gonna be good. The preview is pretty funny.
Liam Neeson playing.
Yeah.
Isn't he his son or something?
Yeah.
Or Frank Drebin's son.
Yeah.
All right, what'd you?
I
what
got
you
I got a 1 chain of command point.
Mm-hmm.
I got 1, 2, 2 3s, and a 4. So pretty much everything I can activate again. So that's
Hasn't that been every single one
pretty
of your
much
turns?
Yeah.
it's
The
like,
power of the red dice and 2 senior leaders is like,
yeah.
so it's very, very hard to beat.
You're telling me.
Thinking about taking my armored car up here, kind of try to get them out of arc of the.
Yeah, just because I have no other anti-tank, basically.
Yeah. Well, you could try to drive them off, but that hasn't been.
No.
Wasn't very effective yet. So I said no. I had to halt and engage fire,
Yeah.
but he's gone. He's not. I can't see him anymore. So does that still apply? I would say if the guy firing the weapon's not in line of sight anymore, you can't engage him.
Well, we can.
Look it up. I'll think of what else I want to do here.
Yeah. There's still plenty to do.
Okay, so a 4.
16-2.
4. What the hell am I going to do with this? I really kind of want to move these guys up. All right, let's start with the 4 over here. Let me bring my camera around. Okay. Yeah, 50 cal can't see a damn thing. Don't think he ever will. Might as well start unloading on, trying to finish off that 50 cal or that MG42 with the mortar. These guys. Okay, so first up, I'm gonna move the bazooka. Who's the bazooka? Wallace. Yeah.
Says in their next active phase, the player must activate the AFE and fire on the enemy that caused this result, or order the AFE on Overwatch if the fire can no longer be seen.
So I have to go on
You have
Overwatch.
to go on Overwatch, yeah, and you have to use a 3.
Okay, fine. Go on Overwatch.
Wait, he just got shot by
Yeah.
like 3 things. He's like, what is going
Yeah.
on here?
I think I'd be more worried about that than the machine gun bullets
Yeah.
pinging off the front. Well, that's the rules. All right, so I'm going to move Wallace up.
4 inches.
This is on a command from this guy.
What's the range on a bazooka? It's not can't be that long, right?
It's not bad. It's like
Well, I guess in this game they don't do ranges really, right?
it's range bands, but there is a max range for it. It's armor. It's AP7.
Jeez, it's more than the gun.
Yeah, it is. So that's that, and then he's going to order Baldwin and and Olivier to fire again at your MG42.
Sure.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like this whole game, I'm playing with the same 10 dice, which I guess is good. We'll start off over here with Hume. First of all, I had to put him on Overwatch. He had the halt and engage fire penalty from getting hit by the machine gun earlier. The machine gun moved, so that means he has to go on Overwatch, even though there's a Panzer III like looking right at him. And then so Hume he ordered Wallace's bazooka to advance up. He got a 4-inch move, so moved up to the edge of the wheat field there. And then he's going to have Baldwin's section and Olivier's mortar again fire at that MG42. So let's start with the light machine gun. In 5s. I got 1 hit. Hard cover. Oh,
Oh,
kill, of
no.
course. Why not?
Why? Why yellow dice? Why?
Maybe you got to change back to your old dice.
I might,
4.
yeah.
All right, next will be the BARs. Needing 5s as well. That's 3 hits with the BARs.
Oh, boy, these guys are in rough shape.
Oh my God.
So a shock and another guy dead. So they're down to 2 guys.
And how many shock?
3. So they're pinned.
So 1 more shock and they're going to
I
break.
see the little red one to mark that they're down to 2 dudes.
Okay, that was the
So much for
BARs.
hard cover, huh? Maybe I should switch dice. It's not going well.
So now we will do 6 shots from the Garans. These are Storm of Steel, which does not matter. I got 1 hit.
That's
Come
all
on,
right.
shock. Nope,
No.
nothing. Wow. Okay. Let's see if Olivier and his mortar can finish him off.
It looks like they probably will.
Needing 4s.
See 3 1s again.
That's 3 hits this time and reducing cover to soft cover.
Alrighty. So need 3 1s here. Almost.
Dead and a
Another
shock.
shock. So that's going to put them to 1 guy and 4
Yeah,
shock.
he's going to break.
So did they just run away?
They run D6 plus 2D6 back.
That's a lot.
Well,
10?
2D6
Oh.
plus 6 inches. I'm sorry.
Still about the same. What, 7? All right. So 13 inches back. They're pretty much toast, right?
Yep. And you got to roll a bad thing for team breaks.
Team breaks. Probably nothing, right? A 1.
Team breaks are wiped out.
Team breaks 1, 2. No effect.
No effect.
Nobody likes those guys.
Well, there is an effect. They're not shooting at me anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. That whole side is open again.
So they're broken. So let's put one of our broken tabs on them. So that's everything over here. That was all with a 4. It still leaves it leaves me man.
Well,
1,
3 got
2
absorbed by
threes, a
that
1
guy.
and a 2 left. Can't do anything with him.
So he has to take one of the 3s, though.
Oh yeah, he took one of the 3s.
Yeah.
So that leaves me out
1
and
and 3.
a 1, a 3, and a 2, which is all this stuff.
Jeez. Your turns take so much longer than
They do. It's the red dice.
This is the
Red dice and 2 senior leaders. Forget
okay.
about it.
Now, next time I get a red dice.
Next time you should bring a second senior leader too.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't think that would have. Yeah, maybe it would have
Oh,
helped.
you've
me,
rolled a
actually.
lot of 4s.
I did
now.
roll a lot of 4s. You're right. I didn't realize how valuable those senior leader activations were.
Said someone. BJ said someone sounds hydrated.
That's me.
He's
yeah.
well hydrated.
Yeah.
So that was
It's either beer or water. Today it's water. Yeah.
1, 2, 3 left. Man, well,
How much is the senior leader? 3 points? 2 points? Oh, 2 points. Yeah, I guess I could have. Honestly, probably would have been better bet than the MG42.
Probably.
It didn't do shit.
it would have gave you a lot more flexibility.
Or that Pack 36. I just don't have the model for that. I do have a Panzerschreck, but I can't bring him.
I have a Pack 36. It's gray though, German gray.
No. Okay.
Yeah, I can't use it.
No,
It's illegal. Okay, I'll make a 4
Note
with the
to
3
self,
and the
senior
1.
leaders are more important than that.
Senior leaders are important.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I get 1. I get 2. So I'm going to make a 4 and get Lieutenant Dan going. If I can find my tape measure somewhere around
Yeah,
here.
left one over here.
So Dan is going to order. I should go on Overwatch over here with these boys. They're just going to keep getting hit.
Yeah, but now after your phase is going to be done, right? So it's going to be the 5th phase. We're only got 5 left.
Yep. So
Or I could roll 3 6s. and
someone
do
could
it.
roll 3 6s. So I got to figure out what to do with Dignans, man. They got 5 freaking shock on them. You know what? He's wounded too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So I could just make a. I can't pull any shock with Lieutenant Dan because he's not within 4 of them. If I moved him out, I could pull a couple shock. Digna himself can only pull 1. They can't shoot as they can shoot. They can't.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll see. So first of all, I'm going to have 5 shock. I guess I'll just try to move Dignan. I can't move very far though. With I'm still. I guess I'm pretty much stuck here.
Yeah.
So we'll just fire.
Okay.
We'll just. No, you know what? I'm gonna go on Overwatch.
So they're no longer tactical.
No longer tactical. Anyone comes over that wall, they're gonna take some Storm of Steel. Of course, I got 5 shock.
Yeah.
So maybe that's not a good idea. You know what? Yeah, forget it. We're going to move tactical. Try to get. He's going to order them to move tactically. And they ain't going nowhere. Not on a 1 with 5 shock. They will just stay right there, which is going to mean my 30 cal is going to fire its 10 shots. And our 10 dice are again. Okay. And his third, I don't think he has a third one. He does, but they can't really do anything with it. So, okay, over here, made a 4. Lieutenant Dan ordered Dignan's guys to move tactically, but with 5 shock, forget it, they didn't move. They were just staying there tactically. Briefly debated putting them on Overwatch, but I would not have that many shots. So I just did nothing. And then Lieutenant Dan's going to have that 30 cal fire past those guys, up at those guys up there in the open. And we decided they're still over 24, right?
Mm-hmm.
2 hits. So
one each in the open, though. LMG, shock, nothing. Well,
just a point of shock.
I just took one off and it goes right back on. So.
And so that's it for me. I got a 2 left, but nothing to do with it. So we'll go on to the German phase, and we are now down to 5 phases.
5 phases. This is the 5th one. Come on, baby. No doubles, no triple sixes, please.
So roll triple 6.
No 6s.
Didn't roll any 6. So that's a good roll.
Not bad. You're right. Look at that. 2 senior leaders.
Yep. You should have brought
now he tells me after I don't bring them. Yeah.
All right. Give you any advice?
Yeah, you're right. Okay. So
two 3s enough.
That's
2
pretty
4s.
good. Yeah. So we'll definitely activate the senior leader first. He's gonna continue to pull shock off these guys. So down to 3.
At least you can activate the tank.
I can activate the tank. So he's 3. I'm gonna actually activate these guys to move and fire to get within. Well, I guess that thing can shoot at me, right? If I do that.
Yep.
So I'll wait.
If it's still alive.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna do.
But I am on Overwatch.
You are. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to move quite yet. So I'll activate. Let me start with this thing first.
Okay. Probably a good call.
Yeah, just to get rid of it, because I'm gonna definitely do that. But I have a couple of 3s and 2s, and this 4 is basically toast. So I'll use one for this guy here. He can either aim his shot or move and fire.
So since you already hit him once, I think you're getting a plus. I think you're hitting him on a 4 already.
So I should just move up and do it.
You can move 1d6 and fire your
main gun.
But if you do, I think you don't get that +1 to hit. Because if you move to fire against vehicles, target and fire both stationary and hit with last round. So you would lose that +1. So if you move 1d6, you need a 5
on 2d6,
which
is still pretty.
Or you can get all the way down to a 3 if you just stayed still and fired using 2 commands to focus fire.
All right, we'll focus fire because I think after that, then that's a big threat gone. So
okay, hold on here.
Yeah, I'm holding.
And I can't do anything.
Yeah, that thing's been messing me up this whole game, dude.
All right, Heinkel's gonna stay there. He's already hit. None of us moved, so he's hitting on a 4. He's gonna focus fire for a 3. So just don't snake eyes.
No, I should have moved. All right.
So he hit. My M20's hit. I got my 3.
All right, come on. Can we do more than last time?
Go for it.
Yes,
oh, yeah. Wow.
3.
Okay. I need to get at least 2 of these or I'm screwed. Actually, 1. Yeah. If I get 1, I can survive this.
I just don't want it to be.
I got 2.
You son of a.
1 net hit. Want me to roll that?
I think you can roll it. It's fine. Anything is bad.
A 5 is
1
good.
shock, whole MG destroyed.
1 shock, whole MG destroyed. I don't have a whole MG.
You only have 1 MG.
I got my top mounted 50 cal. Is that wiped out? Because that's.
I feel like it probably is.
If that's the case, then
you're useless.
Dead in the water.
Yeah.
We'll double check it.
So that's whole MG destroyed. Kevin should be looking this up. Me.
I don't want to be involved in this
You don't want to be.
heavy rules argument here.
Let me see here.
We're not heavy. We're just checking.
Let me check my
that,
rules.
to me, that is not.
This also applies to vehicles with single top-mounted MG.
Oh
You are so lucky.
no!
Hey,
You're getting sweaty with the rules here.
I lost
I'm not sweaty. Look, Lardy Rich put it in here. Page 68, everybody.
All right, I'm gonna take this off. Then it's. I have no weapons.
There's no weapons, which is a big help for me now. I can actually not be scared to
Is that
move.
magnetic?
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
I can turn this into a Greyhound.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I have the Greyhound top. You can make both of them out of the same box. You just have to switch tops.
So then this dude is gonna, with his last command. So I'll just go over his next phase then.
All right, let's go over this real quick.
Yeah.
All right, so in the end, he did wipe out the 50 cal. Whole weapon destroyed. If you don't have a whole weapon, you have a top mounted, it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
So my
Just
M20 is, well, it can't do literally anything. It can drive around.
Yeah, and
They
so
can't do any shooting. So I lost my 50 cal, damn it.
and with my senior leader, I took 2 shock off of these guys, and then I'm gonna use the last one to order them to move up
Okay.
and hopefully get a 2 because they still have 3 shock,
I
right?
still have 3 shots.
Yeah, so that would be minus.
So you're trying to move up with 1d6.
I need to get. I want to try to get the MG to be at least be 1 inch between this thing, right?
Okay, so you want to get the MG to the window.
I need to get the MG to the window, but he's like 3 inches away, right?
But so you got to do it with 1d6 if you want to fire.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
Okay.
I need to roll decently, right? No,
Yeah. Now one
So
isn't going to.
they don't move
They
anywhere.
don't move at all.
I probably should have done the 2.
So that was the senior leader.
So that's the senior leader. I still have a junior leader and a section. So I mean, I think. So this thing these guys none of them are in Overwatch, right?
Nope.
So if I pop over, I can't fire though, right?
No.
Can I assault them?
If you get within 4, it would be
An
an
assault?
assault. Yes.
So I'd have to run basically, right? But you can't run over obstacles, is that correct?
Right.
Or am I
Well, you
making
can do
that up?
2d. You might make it within 4. I mean, if you're.
If I 3d6 around here, let's see, what do I need here? I need to get within 4, you said, right?
Yep.
So really, I'm just going to move your tactical marker 4 inches away, right?
Okay.
So I need to get an 8 inches on 3d6 to get within 4. So I think we'll try it. But,
All right.
but first, I'm going to use the section to just fire that squad that's been firing at you with the
Okay.
10 shots again.
Do that first.
Yeah. 6 and then 10 shots. They've been getting
Got some pins on it?
yeah, that's why I'm subtracting shots because the MG should have 8 shots, but it's got 3 pins on it. So
Okay.
and my guy's on the
No.
floor, so he can't.
First up, he's going to have this squad with a 2, right?
Yep, with a 2.
Just fire straight ahead at Dignan.
Yep. So needing 4s again. Here's the 10. I started at 4. I got 3 last time, so let's see if we get 2
Down
this
for You're
time.
due for 1 hit.
Okay. Well, actually, we got
That's a lot.
average. So no, it's average.
How many?
A 5 out of 10. So
5 hits.
5
Soft
hits.
cover for Dignan. Oh, I see 2
couple
dead.
dead.
A couple dead. A couple shocks. See if Dignan's hit again.
No,
He's not.
what was about to be.
So 2 dead.
And 2 shocks. That puts them at
7.
7 with 6
1,
guys.
2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so they're going to be pinned with a
Alright.
wounded senior, with a wounded junior leader, and then they're going to get wiped out in this assault.
Well, I need to roll it. So the next one is the
I think you roll them separately too. Like each team has to, if you're going to run 3d6,
Yeah.
they have to move separately.
they do.
Yeah,
Well, I'll check, but yeah,
we'll check it out. But I think if they do that, then it would be just the first team that made it within 4 would start the fight. We'll figure it out.
so we would have to. You're saying to assault, you need to get into range or something?
Yeah, so as soon as you get within 4 of me, we'll be in fisticuffs. But if you're racing separately, then one of those teams is going to make it there first, right?
But do they run separately? Is that the thing?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do. Or is that sharp practice? I know in sharp practice, if you Like a formation, if you decided to run, they would all dice separately. Let me check the rules.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe someone knows there.
For some reason, I think that's how.
Where is movement?
Movement's like at the very beginning. Vehicle movement. Control phase. Morale.
Movement. Standard vehicle. Terrain.
Morale. Control phase. Chain of command points. Deployment. Infantry movement. Here we go. Normal. So all at the double, roll 3 dice and move the total rolled in inches. Each team adds 1 point of shock.
So that's just the
Where a
teams.
section is not compromised to multiple teams, it adds just 1 point of shock. Maybe
So-
you do move all at once.
So all at once, but they get 2 shock.
yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Or 1 on each one, right?
That's what it is. All right. So you just take 2 shock.
All right, let's just do it.
But I think I'm going to be wiped out.
Maybe. You still have stuff, right? You still get to roll, don't you?
I do, but my dice are going to be so low being pinned.
Yeah,
I'm
but
going to
then
lose
those-
like half of my dice right away.
well, then these guys are going to be in the open, though. So
So go ahead and roll, do your thing.
I also could roll 3 1s. So because I still need let's see, to roll this guy here.
Oh, you shouldn't have a problem making it.
He's 7 inches. It's not a guarantee.
Yeah, it's not. But
Yeah. All
with
right, let's
3d6,
see.
you got a lot better chance.
All right. All right.
They're going to
super.
No
there.
problem.
Yeah, no problem. Here, look, they're so good.
They're just gonna knock the wall down and go
Walk
right
the
up.
wall down. Yeah.
They don't care.
But they do have the shock, right?
They have shock on them?
Oh, they will now, right? Because of,
Oh, just one or 2.
no, it's 2, right?
Yeah,
They
1
get-
each.
All right. Here we go.
Okay, so they are there. All right, let's check it out. Mine, I know I'm going to have hardly any dice.
So, close
No,
combat adjustment. This is the one I don't like. That like.
So I got 5 plus 1 for the wounded leader, plus 3 for, because you move 3d6, so I get,
Mhm.
I'll count mine up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus 1 for the wounded Dignan. Plus 3 for your movement. I don't have any machine guns. Oh, points of shock. Minus 1.
For 2
for
points
2.
of shock. Yeah.
So I have 7. So that's minus 3. Each SMG. I do have an SMG.
Okay.
So it goes to 1. 1 more plus 1 more. No SMG. No HMGs or LMGs. Pin to remove half. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So you have 3 dice or something?
Yeah, 3 dice.
So how many do I have? Is it
So you're gonna have. Where's your leader at? Do you have a leader? Yeah.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
okay?
11, 12, 13. 13 dice.
Okay.
So you've tripled. So you've just captured me. There's not even going to be a. There
There's
won't even
no.
be a fight. You just capture Dignan, and you're going to take control of the objective.
But how do you know? Where does it say that you don't fight if the balance is over? You just don't.
If
do
you're
the
up
fight?
by, if you have 4 times as many dice as the opponent, there's just no fight,
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
which is rare to. It doesn't happen that often, but it does happen.
Well, I guess being pinned and that much shock is gonna do that, but
Yeah, pin removes half right away.
yeah.
And I had 5 shock and not that many guys. So it's just going to be. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you actually have to send 2 guys out. It's every for prisoners.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I actually have to keep. We're the Nazis, though. We're just gonna shoot you.
Yeah, but they both saw the Geneva Convention.
Yeah, I know.
So I got to roll some bad things here.
Where's the close combat rules at? What?
So junior leader killed or captured.
Probably barely. That's probably like 1.
Minus
right?
1.
Yeah. They don't really like Dignan, apparently.
Team wiped out.
73.
Minus 1. That takes me down to 6. And then for every 4 of my guys that you captured, you got to send one of your guys to take them to the rear.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, so if all leaders have been killed or stunned, the unit will surrender. Take a force morale test for the unit wiped out. If the leader is captured, test force morale for being captured. The loser has an active leader. The unit breaks. Retreat 18 from the enemy. They end their movement facing away at 3 for force morale. That's defeated by 4.
Yeah.
Where's captured? I don't
We
know.
just went straight to captured.
Oh, prisoners.
Yeah.
1 to 4 ratio
Okay, so two of your guys are gonna have to march off.
with all of your guys. So they just go straight off the table then, basically.
Yep.
Right? So I still lose 2 guys just for doing that.
Yeah, but winning the fight. Yes.
It almost would have been preferred to fight.
Yeah, like, can I just roll a bad thing and kill him?
But it's your turn. That's
And
it.
then you can move up.
I don't know if I want to.
Well,
but
you gotta touch the objective,
yeah,
right?
that's fine. But I'm still 5 phases, and these guys are about to get hammered.
Yeah, but I got to get out there now. Now it's back on me to get out there and capture it.
Yeah, hopefully.
Which I don't know if I have enough.
But you can capture any of them, right? There's still this one. It doesn't matter which one it is, right?
You know, I don't know.
It's just, well, yeah.
I don't know how that. I think once I capture, I know at the end. Well, no, the turn has never ended yet. This is still the first turn.
The ticking clock.
So we're down to 4 now.
Yeah.
4 to you.
Yeah, 4th one.
Let me go over what happened here. Okay, in the end, over here, there was an assault. That squad ran out. They quadrupled up Dignan, who was pinned, bunch of shock. So he only had 3 dice. They had 13, which means they just captured Dignan. They captured all the guys. I rolled 2 bad things, one for junior leader captured, one for team wiped out. It dropped me 2 down to 6. Johnny advanced up, take the ground that I was occupying. Now he has the objective. Now all of a sudden the ticking clock is against me. So I need to somehow get those guys off of there and then get back to it within 4 phases. These guys are so far away, but yeah, they're going to have to go. This thing losing its 50 cal really hurt. He would have been fine just hanging back here and shooting. He got greedy. So that's it for you, right?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, so now it's the American phase. We are down to 6 force morale.
Does that reduce the command die yet? No, probably not.
Not yet. Not yet.
You still got that red.
Come on, double phase.
Triple phase.
No, 3 5s. Okay,
Pretty good.
yeah. That'll let me do something. And I got 2 4s and a 3, which should be
Everything.
all I
again,
need.
right?
I wish I could just like run over you. Yeah, it's not a tank though, so it can't really do anything. But I do need to get the hell out of there, right? I can't just stay there and get killed.
Well, then that's a loss in morale for
It's
that
a
thing.
bad
right?
thing, yeah. Of course, at this point, I think you're more focused on driving as fast as you possibly can down here.
Maybe. That could also annoy those. That HMG's been destroying me, so shooting HE at would probably be nice as well.
HMG, this one? It
Yeah.
hasn't done anything yet, has it?
Well, it's just locked down this entire
it
quarter.
did, yeah, it did actually
And
fire
it did
on me up
destroy them up there when I left them out.
there. Okay, I'm
And
gonna.
actually, yeah. Well, actually, the mortar did more work, but and even just those Garand, the guys with the marching fire did a lot of work.
The mortar's out of ammo, right? So I
Yeah.
need to replenish them.
Okay.
So they'll replenish. So this will all be with Hume, the 4. So Hume will he'll order them to replenish. That's what they're going to do. So they're back to 3. He's going to have these guys are going to have to go out that way. So here we go. Come on, boys. So a 3-inch move. Probably should have did the old runaround thing like you did.
Yeah, you put a hole in the wall there.
Probably would have got further.
Probably, because then that's just 8 inches, right? Or if you go that way, that's further, right?
Oh, that's true. I could have went that way. Huh? Oh yeah.
Or if you come
I didn't
this
even-
way,
I forgot there was
here,
even a
or
hole
go
right
that
there.
way. There's a little hole there.
Yeah, that's true, huh? I forgot about this little gap. Yeah, I think I might change. Yeah, maybe I will do a run and go that way.
Okay, so just add another die. Then.
Yeah, because just going right over is not. Yeah, let's do it.
Oh,
Oof.
it's 10, 14 inches minus 1, so 13 inches.
A 13-inch move.
Yeah, but then they each get an extra. Each section gets a
Yeah,
bonus
each team
shot.
is going to get a shot.
Or each team. That's confusing because in bolt action those would be squads, right? But then
Yeah.
each, and this one it's each team, and then the section is the squad or whatever. But
Yep, both teams together make the squad.
yeah.
So they'll take a shock. Then the machine gun team will run. Baldwin will run. These guys will take a shock. All right, then I will have he will order the bazooka to go. I'm not going to run these guys.
Sure.
They're just too, with two guys, you don't want to start giving yourself shock very often. But he will make it all the way up there. All right. Nice hiding spot from the tank.
Mm-hmm.
So that's that. That's 1-4. Oh, the 3, I'm going to have the M20 just back up. Just get out of sight of the tank. He had 2 shock. Oh, he had 1 shock. He'll pull the shock too. Okay. So that's a 4 and a 3.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I was going to send Hume was going to go with these guys. All right, we got to get over there. Now, over here, Lieutenant Dan is going to unload everything onto those guys.
Oh no! Can't do shit about it because
Nope.
they're. I don't have enough chain of command dice, so
Yeah, no, you don't have enough points, right?
no, I got 2. So, do you get a bonus for moving on the road or no?
I think you might. All right, let me go over what's happened here. Fine. Starting over here, Sergeant Hume, platoon sergeant, he ordered the section, the squad, Baldwin's boys, to run through the little gap in the fence on their right. They made a pretty good run, 13 inches. Each took a shock. He also had Wallace's bazooka move around, just a normal move. So he's hiding up behind those trees, ready to do something to that tank, maybe. And Hume went with them. And then with the 3, the M20 pulled the shock and just backed up a little bit to get out of line of sight of the tank. And Hume, before he left, he also had the Olivier's 60mm mortar team replenish at the replenish point. So they now have 3 more shots, which brings us over here to Lieutenant Dan. And Lieutenant Dan is going to order what's left of Dignan's squad and the 30 cal on the tripod to fire straight ahead at these guys. So we'll start off with the 30 cal with the tripod.
Oh boy.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1,
hits.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits.
3 on each.
3 on each.
Alrighty, this could be lousy. There we go. LMGs. Oh god, I should have said it the other way.
That's the LMG.
So yeah,
2 dead. And
2 and a shock.
okay, we'll check for leader in a minute.
And then the other guys, you said 3, right? Just a point.
1
shock.
dead.
No. Whoa,
In the
open.
open,
Is,
yeah.
Oh, so it's just a dead
So you
guy.
lost 3 guys total, so check your leader. It's him.
It's him, of course. You've wounded
See
every
what
single
happens to
one.
him. Yeah. See what
So I'll
happens
put
to him.
this guy back. All right.
So you've lost 2 guys.
Yes. And see what happens to him.
Takes a wound.
That can't be good.
No, that's what happens to him.
Oh, that's what happens to him.
Yeah, so
Well,
he
it's still
just
not good.
takes a wound. Still not good. So do a bad thing.
Bad thing for him. On a 3 is
Mhm.
probably -1, I assume.
Probably.
wounded or stunned. Yeah, -1.
So you're down to 7,
7, yep.
and he's down to 1 command.
Yep.
You
And I
lost-
lost 3 shock, and I lost 2 guys.
Okay.
So how many guys are left there? Probably. I think the machine gun took the most hits, so there should be 2 gunners, and this guy's wounded. Yeah, that sounds right. So I have, yeah, okay, 6, 7 dudes with 3 shock.
Okay. And now the light machine gun will do the same thing.
It'd be really nice to
1,
have
2,
one of those
3,
dice.
4.
All right, 2 on each again. So the rifle, just
1 dead.
Show nothing. Is it the guy again? No. All right, so just 1D toast.
Okay. I think I can get this back. I don't know. These got a squad here. There's going to be a mad rush here. I think that's
Everything.
it. So your phase.
I'm in trouble
So
there.
we're down to 4.
You've wounded all my leaders.
Yeah.
Did you
We're
see
down to
that?
4.
You're actually winning, no?
No, we should be in.
That
This
was
is
4.
this is 4.
We're starting 4 right now.
Yeah, this is starting 4.
4 phases left in the
All right.
final countdown.
Come on, 3 6s.
Now you want the 3.
I want 3 6. I would have liked it either way, just to see it happen. Oh,
1 6.
1 6. All right, well that's still pretty good actually. So senior leader, junior junior leaders are all hurt, but
2
thankfully I have a
2s.
tank
2
and
2s,
2
a 3.
2s. Yeah. All right.
Not bad.
No.
It's pretty
So
good.
yeah, because I think what I'll do is, so I'll activate him, and it'll be pretty basic. He's just gonna go flat out.
Okay. Flat out it is.
3d6.
Did you find out if you get extra on the road?
I didn't see anything about roads.
Is he fast?
I just saw road blocks. That I don't know.
I doubt he is.
He is a Panzer III. I doubt it, but because they made like the, I think they had like a. I think
So
that
you
was-
get 1 inch per pip plus 1 inch per dice. So if you roll 3 dice, you'll get
+3, right?
3d6 plus 3.
Is that it?
Yeah.
For moving flat out.
Yeah. If you were fast, you would have got 3d6 plus 6.
So flat out, fully tracked, slow view, 1 inch per pip plus 1 per move die. So 3.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm getting +3 right now, right?
Yep.
No firing. Panzer 3N is not fast. It's just a
3d6
standard.
plus 3.
It's 3d6 plus 3. Here we go.
You got this.
No, that wasn't very good. 6, 8 plus 3, so 11 inches.
I don't feel like you went anywhere at all.
No, I didn't feel like anything at all. Yeah.
Flat out.
That was actually pretty bad. Actually, I think 11
When you
inches.
look at it.
Yeah,
That was a 3.
yeah. So that's him now with the 4. So I think his job is going to be. So I can't. He's just wounded, right?
Yeah.
So he only has 1 activation.
Yep.
So I could technically make them just go. Well, he actually can. I just spent the 3. Oh, I might have messed that up. So they can't. He can't actually. I'd have to move my senior leader or something, right?
You can activate him with a 2. Just the guys.
Yeah, but I wanted them to go like down or
I
something.
think you
like
can go tactical. I don't think that's a command. I think it's just a movement action.
Oh, okay.
I don't-
I'll double
yeah.
check it, and I'll do the other stuff.
All right. Let me look and see if there's anyone still watching this. Yeah, there's a few people left here. So tactical.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone listening?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's not a command, right? It's just like you don't have to tell these guys to not hit the dirt. Right?
Yeah.
It's kind of their natural inclination, I would think.
Sure.
It's like, no, so we're just going to stand here until you tell us otherwise. Rick on action.
A certain someone's waterfall killed your chat.
Yeah.
They're all terrified to say anything.
Who? Oh, the waterfall. Yeah. Where's tactical? Tactical. So you move 1d6 and move the total distance rolled in inches. Cannot fire across obstacles. So you can do it if you like.
All right, so I will spend 1, 2 to just move these guys tactical. I'm just going to reposition them. It's only -2, so 3 inches, but they're basically just kind of do something like this.
Let me get my camera over there.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead.
So 3, And we're just gonna stick on this thing, but I don't think there's gonna be too much more for us to do, unfortunately. And we'll be tactical. Now with the
These
senior
guys are
leader,
not on Overwatch, right?
no.
Why would they be on
Yeah.
Overwatch?
With the senior leader, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove as much shock as possible. These guys are still so beat up. So we'll remove one here, remove one here. He's going to try to activate this squad to move and fire.
Okay.
I'm sure I can get some rifles in. Ideally, I'd like to get the LMG somewhere over here, but if I can't, at least he can still fire there. So, but they have a minus. You take the highest one, right? So it's still minus.
If you do what?
If you move, it's the highest one of the team, right?
Highest number of shock. Yeah.
All right, so we need like a decent roll here. All right, so this guy's here. 4 makes 1 inch, which means they can. I don't think it's going to get anywhere there. I mean, we can get some guys out here. So we'll get a rifle, 2 rifles there, and a couple of guys out here, but that's still not. And the LMG will move a little. Actually, I'll move the LMG closer to the door here. These guys will just move up 1. The leader will move up 1.
Okay.
Don't think they only really have. I mean, I guess I'll just fire the 2 rifles.
So it'll be actually 1 shot.
1 shot.
Yes.
Maybe another one up here
Because
too.
you're moving at half effect.
Yeah. So if I have 4 rifles, that's 2
shots.
shots. Yeah, might as well. There's nothing else.
Who are you shooting at?
Well, I think the only thing they can see, unfortunately, is
just
those. I think just the LMG squad there.
Okay. Let me set this up here.
Yeah.
So Johnny had his senior leader.
Yeah.
Winter.
Winter.
He's
some shock.
all the shock. All his commands to pull shock on that squad in the building.
No, he used 2 to shock and 1 to make them.
Oh, and then
shoot.
he ordered a 1d6 move, which got 4 rifles into line of sight of this LMG team.
Yeah.
So firing half effect. How many shock do you have on the rifle team?
So that's actually 1 die.
Okay, 1 shot. I'll probably kill Lieutenant Dan with that.
At that point, it's better.
How it usually works.
It's better just to move, right?
Probably.
Well,
want to just add another d6 of movement?
Yeah, let's see if it for next turn, because I didn't even know. Okay, that's
go ahead and just move it.
So that's an extra 4 inches.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, so then these for next turn they'll be in a better spot because that's kind of silly, I think.
Yeah, 1 shot.
I forgot that if you move, you get half effect. So I'm like, oh, then
unless you're the Americans with marching fire.
Yeah, then there's
that's the
not
only
really
way to.
Not really much point in doing that. So I'll move them up there. I do have the last 2 here, and I'll use it for this team here.
Okay.
And they're gonna move.
They're gonna move too. All right.
Well, I can't put them in Overwatch, right? Because you said
you can't. You have no leader. Yeah.
No,
that is a command.
Yeah, that is a command. I'll move tactically with them 1d6.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring my camera around.
Sure.
Let's change up the viewpoint a little bit.
I'm just hoping you get those 3 6s, man.
I hope not. I'm hoping just for a double phase. That's all. I don't want to. 3. Okay, go ahead and do your.
All right, so here's the tactical move. So 3 inches because they have 2 shock on them.
Here they come.
To save the day.
I got to get my 50 cals moving.
Yeah, they can't. They're not going to be able to see shit. I think the game will probably
not for a while
before they can. All right, that's it. Now that's your turn.
Okay, and we're down to 3 now.
We're down to 3 now.
And last up, that squad that was down in the courtyard is just advanced up tactically into the gap.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, American phase. We cannot roll a 666 here. We lose the game immediately.
See it. Come on. It's got to happen.
Nope.
Oh.
1 6. 1 5. So 2 1s, a 3, a 4. Okay.
2 4s basically.
2 4s.
Yeah.
That's all we need. Which means all these guys are got to go out. They got to get up there and do their thing.
They come down to the wire. I'm hoping to get those 3 6s, please.
Yeah. It's really, we have no choice but to try to assault you, right? We got to assault you.
It's quite a run, isn't it?
It is. I'll have to definitely have to do a run.
You got to get to that point.
Well, first, maybe I
Light
can
'em
do
up,
something over
yeah.
here. Let's light them up first.
Yeah, sure. You could, if you pin them, then you're not as worried. Right?
Right. Are they pretty close to being pinned?
I mean, they don't have that many guys left.
Sort of close.
Yeah.
They're within striking distance of being pinned for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll start off with Lieutenant Dan. Start off over here with Lieutenant Dan. Again, firing everything into these guys. So the 30 cal will go first. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits.
2 on each. All right. I am in soft
They are
cover
tactical,
though.
right.
Yeah. So the LMG team. So I'm gonna split them up so that they are where they should be. And this guy's wounded. Nothing. Rifles. Another point of shock. So there are 2 shock there.
You're at 4 shock with 6 guys.
Switch these guys.
All right, now the LMG will do the same thing.
Yes.
Lone LMG.
Gosh.
1, 2, 3. Only 3.
I think there's more guys in the LMG team, so I'm going to put him on there.
Okay.
Well, actually, he's part of here, right? Oh, he's separate, right?
He counts for shock, but he's not.
All right, so then 2 on there. Just nothing. And 1 on the other one.
Fuck. Not good enough.
No.
Okay. My 60 mil mortar, which is now replenished, will. Let me check something. Oh yeah, I got line of sight on you. So we're gonna
Isn't that nice?
60 mil mortar on your ass.
Sure.
60 mil mortar. Olivier and his boys are gonna drop in on these boys here, needing force. That's 3 hits in the open now because mortar.
It sucks. All right, so the LMG. So
One
one
shot.
shock, and then the one guy
Dead.
dead.
Check your leader.
Haven't you got enough of these guys? No. He's wounded FYI, everyone. He's wounded every single one of my junior leaders. So
That's right.
but they're pinned now, right? 6 shock with 5 guys.
Yeah,
Right.
they're pinned.
Pinned.
Okay.
Must be nice having 20,000 things to do.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is nice to be able to do
Double
everything every
senior
turn.
leader, taking advantage of the new guy. I got it.
Double
I got
senior
it.
leader,
Yeah.
red dice.
Red dice. Bring it all. Flampanzer.
All right, so that leaves me with Hume and Baldwin and Wallace over there. I'm going to advance. So I'm going to order Wallace to advance with his bazooka. Is there any way you can tell me what a bazooka's range is? Or I think if I get in those trees, I should be in range of your tank, right?
Probably.
Let me check.
Bazooka.
Towards the end.
Bazooka has a effective range of 36.
36.
That's the max range.
Wow. Okay.
Which you probably are close to.
So so if you're over 24, it's the 3rd range band. All right, let's move up.
I don't think it really matters though. It's a 777.
Here we go.
That seems like it doesn't matter.
That
That doesn't matter this time. But
Okay, well, he ain't gonna make it. So maybe next phase that we're still playing. All right, so now I got to figure out what to do with those guys. So I could do an assault, but then you'll just do another assault.
or just hose you down with a shitload of machine gun bullets. But I would actually have to assault you at that point, right? You actually killed the guy who was closer to you.
I got to get 12 inches on 3 dice, which is not easy.
Minus shock.
-2. But if I move out into the open and shoot, then I'm just going to get shot up. So This is with Wallace. Shit. Actually, I'm gonna do this a different way. What did I do with the 1? So I used the 4 to do those 2.
The 1 is the mortar or
The 1 could have
right?
been the mortar.
Or the bazooka, right?
Yeah, the other 1 is the bazooka. So instead of activating Hume, I'm going to have Baldwin activate on the 3. He is going to... I got to throw some smoke grenades here. So I am it's tempting to try to reach you, but with 2 shock, minus 2. Yeah, that's like a hell of a roll. But if I advance, so I could do a marching fire and fire at full effect, or I could throw some smoke grenades. If I run out there, I'm screwed. Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to run out. Fuck it. Let's just run out there.
Okay. Well,
why not?
So you're going to go for the assault, basically.
I got a chain of command point dice, so there's some things I can do with that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I need a 16 or a 14.
Yes.
Come on, baby.
Doesn't look
That ain't going to happen.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
God. 2
what
inches?
the hell?
no.
A 3d6 2-inch move?
Wow.
That is the worst of all worlds.
You can't complain about his die rolls anymore.
I know. It's...
Well, at least they took a shock.
yeah, they each get
a shock at
gets a
least.
shock, yeah.
Oh, jeez, you take a shock for that.
Yeah, any type of 3d6 stuff is...
All right, well, then we'll throw a smoke grenade. Man, that was the worst.
Can they still throw one with...
Yeah, because it's not an action. It's a command. So I have 1. I can throw 1 smoke grenade.
Sure.
How
does that work?
I think I just throw it. The only good thing is I think I've probably got not very many guys in line of sight of your tank.
Not right now, yeah.
So we'll just throw it, I guess these guys are my biggest threat there. So we'll just throw it straight ahead there. 6 inches. That was really shit. Here I'm looking for 14. I got 2.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, I just need 14. No, it's 2.
You could hear the balloon deflating on that roll.
Smoke grenades, 55. Smoke grenades.
So it doesn't block line of sight, but it does make it -1 to shoot through.
Place a round 3-inch ball of smoke.
Tiki the Hut said clearly the correct tactical call is to bonsai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I had bonsai. That's that. All right. Trying to.
So that was turn 3. So we have 2 left. This is my turn.
Right
2.
over here. The mortar you saw, if I did that with a 1, I used the other 1 to move Wallace, who got a 1-inch move. There's a theme developing over here. I tried to get out here to take a shot at the tank, but he barely moved. And after a lot of debate, I'm like, I'm going to rush. Baldwin squad is going to charge out. All I need is a 14. What I get? 4 on 3d6?
Yes.
-2. So I went 2 inches on 3d6, but at least I took a shock. At least I'm in the open with shock. Oh, and I did throw a smoke grenade. I did do that at least to try to shield myself a little bit from them. But that's it. Yeah, that really did not work out for me. Okay, so it's German pace.
All right, let's see. 3 6s. 3 6s. Come on, baby. No.
And all your senior leaders can activate.
Cool.
And 2 ones.
Oh,
you
man.
can't even activate the tank.
Well, I can on the crew. Right?
Oh, yeah.
I can activate a crew weapon.
That's true. Okay. We'll see what he does.
Yeah. Can you do 1 driver, 1 gunner?
I don't know if you can do 2
combined
ones.
like that. Yeah, that makes sense. Can I make it one a chain of command die?
Do you have a... Oh, no.
No, I'm just kidding.
You don't want any water or anything? I'm fine, thank you.
I'm still good right now. No, that sucks. Well, gosh darn it. I guess these senior leaders are very important, huh?
Well, with 3 shock, you're only moving up 2 inches. You did a 14 before.
Mm-hmm.
You did a 12. But
I mean, in reality, what am I going to do? I'm going to probably use the leader to take more shock off, order them to fire, probably put these guys on Overwatch or something, right? And then just for the next turn, just in case, right? And then just use one of the D6 to like chomp forward. But he has a bazooka there. But I could just also blast with HE or
next
something.
turn, oh no, it's not the last turn.
No. It'll end on a double phase, though,
Yeah.
which is more likely to end. I could also just put the tank on Overwatch as well. Oh, no, I can't. I don't have the ability to. Yeah. Yeah, I think this game takes a little longer than Bolt Action for sure. Just because it's so random about, like, you don't, like Bolt Action, you know, at least if you get an order die, you can do shit. But
Right.
in this one, it's like, well, I just rolled three.
Also, there's turn limits. Most games are.
Yeah, 6 turns, I think.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Also, it's like 3/4 is not doing a lot for me right now. Because apparently, in hindsight, now I know.
Let's go.
I'm ready. All right. So with the 1, since apparently it doesn't sound like we're going to be able to do the crazy thing, right? With different things. So what I'll do is with the 1, I'm just going to move the driver, have the driver move the tank up.
Okay.
2d6. Well, I don't know why I'm getting closer to you, but or I could just fire. It was HE. What does HE do? Reduce cover or something.
Reduce by 1.
We're already in the open. Right.
Doesn't the smoke help them, like one?
Well, the
It's
smoke
nice.
yeah.
Bypassing the smoke.
So I think we'll just do it and hose the guys with a machine gun with the 1 with the tank.
So coax
machine gun. What is that?
That would be. Let me check.
10? Gotta be 10. Right?
No, that's top mounted.
Internal vehicle MG
6.
6. Oh, so then it's better to fire the gun.
Yeah, your HE is probably not that great.
Yeah,
Probably less than 6.
Yeah, it's a Panzer, whatever. 3.
Probably like a HE3 or maybe 4.
Let's see, Panzer 3.
I got it right here.
Panzer 3N. HE's 5.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Well,
not
I think
bad.
it's the short-barreled one. That's why, but it doesn't matter. The machine gun's more. So.
Okay. Yeah, but the machine gun's going to be probably hitting on 5s while the HE be hitting on 4s.
All right, so then we'll do the HE. So 5 dice on 4s.
All right.
That'll be the first activation. The rest should be pretty straightforward. All right.
HE from the tank, and you're firing at Baldwin's guys?
Yeah, that's all. I can only see this up to this right here. So
Okay.
those 4 guys are
So all on the right.
needing 4s. Cool. 1 hit.
1 hit. All right, sweet. I'll just use this black dice here.
Sure.
Point of shock.
though. I'll take it.
Is that 4 shock now?
Yeah. And then with the because I have 3 4s and a 1. The other one, I'm just going to use on this machine gun to fire at those guys.
Okay.
But that removes the tactical marker, doesn't it?
It does.
So I
Yes.
won't do that then. All right. So then with my
Of
senior,
course, you're pinned, so you're already in. Actually, you're in hard cover there right now. You're a tactical pin
So
in the open.
I'll stay that way then. Yeah, it's not worth it. So with the senior leader, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the point of shock here.
So you're within 4 of those guys.
Yeah, he should be. He's down here.
If he's within 4, then he can remove shock.
Yeah, and then this guys will remove can he order them to fire?
Yeah, definitely.
And then you can order them to go on Overwatch.
You can order them. Whatever you want to do.
All right, so we'll do that. Well, I took 1 shock off, so
okay.
We'll do Overwatch up here for these fellas. These guys, we'll just.
I think it would take. Technically, it takes 1 per team. So you can put 1 team on.
Well, the LMG team will
okay,
be on Overwatch.
LMG,
Yeah.
got it.
And then these guys will just fire. He'll order the whole thing to fire. Can he order them with machine gewehr?
He can order he needs 2 commands to do that.
Okay. So then they'll just fire.
Okay, so just straight machine gun and rifles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe Overwatch is better. I don't know. Because can you be tactical and Overwatch? Probably not.
No.
Right? No. So Overwatch, what? I'd be hitting you on 5s then?
Well, you
6s
could
potentially.
if you wanted to wait till I cleared the smoke, you would be hitting me on 4s.
for Overwatch. But if I shot at you right now, I'd be hitting you on 5s, right? Yeah.
Through the smoke.
And then Overwatch, basically, when does the smoke clear? Next round or on a double
End of the
phase?
turn.
End of the turn, which hasn't happened yet.
Which would end the game.
Yeah.
It would, at this point, yeah.
Yeah. And if I'm on Overwatch and you start moving, then I can shoot you potentially, right? So we'll just... Fuck. All right. That's kind of annoying. All right, we'll just stay on Overwatch as well.
All right, so both LMGs are on Overwatch. That's not a bad move when you know I'm coming from.
Well, you have to.
I got to go
because of
through
the
there.
counter, yeah. That's it, unfortunately. It's 3
So he
4s.
just put both of the MG teams in the compound there on Overwatch. We're down to the last phase here.
Yeah, this is it. It'll be overtime on my turn if there is
Oh
another
boy.
phase. 3 6s. 3 6s.
No 3 6s. I haven't rolled a 6 at all in a long time.
You got another chain of command point, 2 chain of command points, right?
Yep.
And you can activate everything again.
Yeah, I definitely.
Congratulations.
Yeah, no problem there. Okay, let's see what we're gonna do. I wish that the American 60 mil doesn't have smoke. 2-inch mortar, I just drop smoke all over that place and block line of sight to everything, but I can't do that.
So this is toast now. It'll just end on any double phase. Does it still end on a double phase? I feel like
It will at the so at the end of this phase it goes to sudden death, or at the end of yours?
at the end of this one, I assume, because this is still technically the last. This is your last phase, right? This is the last phase.
I think so.
So my turn would be the start of sudden
Yeah,
death.
yours is 0.
Yeah,
Yours will be the start of sudden death.
yeah. But I'm just wondering, like, the final countdown doesn't seem to be like. I don't know. I guess I thought if you said, "Hey, we have 8 phases to try to do this," but the fact that you can keep, because what if you don't roll 6? You haven't rolled a double 6 at all. I've rolled 1. So
I rolled one. I rolled
Yeah.
one at the beginning.
So it's like pretty unlikely, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, it could keep going or it could end at any moment. But,
Yeah.
I mean, it did get us moving, right?
Yeah.
Like if I didn't call it, would you have rushed around? I doubt you would have rushed around the corner like that.
No, but I think I might have myself jumped to 1 and tried to start the final countdown to force you to move, right?
All right, so Lieutenant Dan.
Although I've only got 2 I've had 2 command points for like 4 phases.
Man, I got to. Do I have 2 4s here? Sort of. I need this for Lieutenant Dan. So I need that for the mortar. And then I can activate that guy with a 3. So I guess Lieutenant Dan will start off with firing this machine gun. Shit, can I even see you anymore? I guess I can. Okay. The tripod mounted machine gun is going to shoot. See if we can. Shit, we might be able to break you, right? If we get a good round of shooting in.
Sure.
But you are in hard cover. You're tactical
And pinned.
and pinned. I'm assuming those stack. I don't know.
They might not. No, no.
They might not. I don't know. That's a good question. Tactical is a stance, yes. But does tactical stack with the extra level of cover for being pinned?
Mm-hmm.
It could make a big difference. I would almost say no, because tactical is kind of like a you're not just blindly hugging doing whatever, hugging the ground like you are when you're pinned. Tactical, your head's up, you're looking for dips in the ground.
Pinned unit 61.
See if anyone knows the answer to that. I'm throwing that out there to the
Well, I guess then
audience.
at that point, then I wouldn't have stayed tactical if I was pinned and I only got 1 anyway, right?
Yeah, I mean, I can see the argument both ways. You didn't ever technically lose the tactical, but I don't know if you can be tactical and pinned at the same time.
Yeah, you might not be able to. The pinning might remove that, right?
think it probably overrides the tactical.
Where does it say? Where's pinning? Pinning is like 20 different things.
Yeah.
Let's see, pinned units. It's on 26, 61, 26. I already looked at 61 and there was nothing on there. Pinned units. Pinned units fire with 50 cents reduction. Cannot be Overwatch or tactical. So they can't.
Okay.
So I couldn't have done what we had said. So really, they should have just fired, right? Because they're pinned anyway.
Yeah, but they would have fired with like hardly any shots.
So that's normally 8 dice.
Yeah, 8.
No, everything else is just 1. So 9 total. Minus 1, so 7.
9 minus
Or 8.
Yeah, and then half of that.
So 4 shots. It's not nothing.
Yeah, it's still pretty good. What the fuck am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm just gonna fire straight ahead with those guys. So just check, make sure my B camera's still going. Yes. Why is it not? There we go. All right, we're coming down to it here.
Mm-hmm.
Lieutenant Dan's going to have the 30 cal and tripod, fire straight ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 hits and soft cover.
Alrighty, here we go. LMG team's nothing. And then the other guys, which is worse, of course. So he's dead and nothing. But
check the leader.
No,
not the leader.
Does this go to this team then? That whole team is wiped out.
Oh, you lot it. Yeah, it just goes away.
Okay.
Yeah, but you do have to roll a bad thing.
Team wiped out. 3,
-1.
Probably a -1. Team breaks are wiped out. Yep, -1. So I'm down to 6.
Okay. And then Lieutenant Dan is going to. Let me think about what I want to do here. I guess I got to get those guys with all their shock moving.
Yeah, come on, baby.
Maybe we'll fire the mortar off with our 1.
Okay.
Wait, should I do the bazooka?
Can he see though? Isn't there smoke in the way?
No, but he can. I can call in from any officer, but it would be hitting on 5 only. If there's an officer within 6 of him, then it's hitting on like he has direct line of sight.
Sure.
But in this case, yeah, he can't. Well, no, because it doesn't block. I could fire again at them, but I'm not sure. I want to shoot at those guys.
Okay.
So, but I also want to shoot at that tank. So I can either.
I think either way. Yeah.
So that was Lieutenant Dan. So I can do. I got a 4 and a 3 over here. So I could do a couple of things. I could pull 2 shock with the 3.
Okay.
Which leaves me a 4. So I can't activate the mortar then. I can activate the bazooka though.
Okay.
So the bazooka will move up.
I'll get you out of the woods at least. Or in the woods, I guess.
I just want to get on
Edge of the woods.
on the edge,
Sure.
but looking out.
You're gonna fire or something?
Hell yeah.
Doesn't it gets a penalty though, right?
Yeah, -1. So I'll probably be at like minus a lot. Just because the range bands.
It didn't say anything about range bands on that thing though.
Well, there's different colors when you look at the chart. So I'm 20 inches from you.
I think that's the second range band.
Yeah, I think 24 and above is the third.
Yeah. So that's the second range.
So it's -1 per range band.
So -3 total.
So -1 for moving.
And then -2 for the range band.
Did you move flat out? You didn't move.
Didn't.
You fired last turn.
So fire or move this phase is -1.
I did not move. But I did. I just moved. I just did I only had the 1.
So I'm only in the second range band. So that means that's -1. So I'm -2.
Okay.
-2.
All right. So you need a
7.
All right. Let's do it.
Okay. So with the 4, so I still got commands over here with Dan. I haven't done this machine gun team yet.
Who just fired at them then?
Oh, that was the 30 cal on the tripod behind the wall.
Okay.
These guys still haven't gone yet. But over here I had Wallace. He moved up. He got to the edge of the woods, and he's got line of sight onto the Panzer III. So he's in the second range band. He moved.
Oh, can I overwatch that guy? Oh, no, I can't see him.
And then
Can I?
7. I do get a hit.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, you probably could have.
Overwatched him.
This team could overwatch him.
I don't know if it's worth it. Well, yeah, it is worth it. Try to kill him, right? You just hit my tank, so.
Yeah. So go ahead. So you're gonna get eight shots against
2, 4.
Wallace. And if there's any shock applied, I'll have to subtract that from my hit
Okay.
if I survive.
Well, no, I'm losing a die, so it's only. Do the rifles get to shoot as well? Or no, that's all
Just
crew,
the
right?
machine gun, yeah.
So then that's 2, 4, 6, 7 shots. But
Yep.
needing
Probably needing force. Yeah, I'm sure with an 18 there.
yes,
Yeah, needing
barely.
force.
All right, needing force. Come on, get something on this guy. Oh God, 3 hits.
3 hits. I only got 2 guys. So
Yeah, well,
yeah, soft cover. Dead and 2. Yeah, that's gonna kill them, or they're gonna break.
all right.
Yeah. So team breaks. Bad thing.
No one
I think
cares.
that's nothing, wouldn't it?
Yeah, no, it's nothing.
But they will break and go back.
So they're like my guy's
Back here
broken.
somewhere. Yeah, they're just out of the game with 1 guy left, which is too bad because I actually hit something with
Yeah.
the bazooka. That would have been amazing. Okay, well, so that's it for that's so passes Wallace. And so this is all with the 4 over here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I pulled 2 shock with Baldwin and activated
Your senior leader.
Barry, who ordered
That guy.
Wallace to do that, and then we saw how that turned out. So then I have 2 commands left. So I could pull another shock and then order these boys to try to run again.
All right, do it.
Should I do that? You know what? No, I'm going to put the shock back on. I'm going to throw another smoke grenade. Hold on. We're throwing another smoke grenade.
How many? They just have unlimited?
I think they have 2 or 3 smoke grenades.
Okay.
So we're going to throw it, try to land it right there.
Sure.
Whoa.
What does that mean? It goes way over there.
It goes pretty far.
Damn, who's throwing that thing?
Yeah, he's, why couldn't I got that when I run?
Patrick Mahomes right there. Just
Mahomes, yeah.
my homeboy.
That was a hell of a toss. Maybe like right there. That's actually a good spot. Now we will try this yet again
What?
to run.
Oh, okay. Maybe.
That's much better.
Okay.
So that's 14 inches.
Minus
-2.
12.
Yep.
Still short. Can I overwatch you now?
Yeah.
I don't think I have to, right?
Yeah, you can definitely overwatch me.
All right. Well, we'll have to do it. So these guys, I think I took enough shock off. All right. So it's going to be. Overwatch was for the whole platoon, right? Or the whole section?
I think, I don't remember if you had enough commands to do both teams or not.
You only did 1.
Hmm.
You did the MP.
Okay. So that's 8.
So we're going to take another shock there. Machine gun will take another shock.
6, 4, 6, 8. So where do I overwatch you? Is it hitting the smoke, I assume? Or is it,
I think you can do it anywhere.
But
You can spring it wherever you want.
well, then like this, I mean, the cheesy thing to do would be to wait until your like guys are no longer in the
Yeah.
smoke, right?
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Because you're within before you get to 4 of me, right?
Problem is, everyone's in the smoke but one guy, really, or maybe 2 guys.
But if you target them, doesn't it mean you just bleed over anyway, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, we'll do that.
So how many shots are you getting?
Just the 8, because it's all you said. It's only the one team, right?
8 shots. Okay. Let me set this up here.
Hoping I do something, maybe.
All right, threw another smoke grenade.
Yeah.
Left the shock on, and this time we got like a hell of a. We got way the hell up there. We ran way up there. Meanwhile, this team is still on Overwatch. They're going to unload on the few guys who are out of the smoke. So he's going to be hitting on 4s.
That's 3. I keep just 3.
3 again?
Below average, man. These
I guess I'll
dice.
split them up, right? Because 2 on the rifles.
Sure. In the open, though.
Yeah, and then 1 on the machine gun. So dead rifles.
No.
So I just lost a rifleman.
And a shock on the other one, right?
Shock on the machine guns. Okay. Now we are in fisticuffs again. And this is in the final countdown here, right?
Yes.
So could I just end the turn with my chain of command dice and end the game?
I mean, I don't think you can do it that way, right?
I don't know. Well, I'm pretty sure I'm going to quadruple you here. We'll count them up, but I think I might be marching some prisoners at my own back.
Yeah. You could be. I don't know. You could end the game that way. That's fine.
Does it say it has to be a 666, or does it say the turn ends?
I don't know. I'll look it up while you do your thing.
Okay. We'll count up what we have.
Final countdown, 79.
So let's see what you have. You got 1, 2, 3,
and a wounded leader.
4. You know what? I forgot I'm aggressive in close combat.
So,
I don't know if that wouldn't have mattered last turn though. Yeah. So you have 3 you have 3 guys, which is 3 dice plus 1 for the leader, plus 3 for my movement. I did move 3d6. So you're at 7. Minus 1 per 2 points. So you're down to 6.
Yeah, it doesn't say.
You do have a machine gun, but you're not defending light cover. Wait.
It doesn't say
plus
you.
3. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, hold on here. Let me recount this. 1,
Sure.
2, 3, 4.
Mm-hmm. I don't think you
down
can.
to, or 4, 5, 6, 7. Minus 1 for the shock. So you're down to 6. You're up to 7 with the leader's SMG. And you have 7, 8, 9, 10. You're at 10 with the LMG.
Then I'm pinned, so that whatever.
And you're not in cover. What did I say? 10. And you remove half for being pinned. So you're at 5. 5 dice. Not that bad for being pinned with 4 dudes.
It's the LMG, right?
Yeah.
So they could. I mean, it says attack and defend, support, control phase, objective. At the end of the first turn, the attacker must remove 1 objective. The remaining objective will now be the sole objective. So you should have done that.
The turn's never ended.
Oh, it's true. Yeah.
We never ended.
I guess you would have just removed this one, right?
Yeah. So now I'm going to remove the one
Yeah.
Well, I just, I don't know.
All right, so I'm going to have 10 for the guys. And I got senior leader. Another senior
So
leader.
I can't actually initiate the final countdown. You have to. An attacker has to be on objective before anyone can do it. Yeah. I can use my chain of command dice to reduce his force morale, but I haven't had any.
2 SMGs.
This is gonna be
So I got 3.
Yeah, I don't know. The final
6,
countdown, it says
9,
it says when the turn. It doesn't say you can
12.
use the dice. It says 2d6 will end the turn. It's just 2d6 is the way to go.
18. And I think I get Storm of Steel for being aggressive troops. Let me check that. I know it does something, but I can't.
Well, are you
remember.
quadruple me yet? Or no,
No,
would need
you're at 5.
right?
Yeah, I don't have 25.
Or
I
you
got
need 20,
3,
sorry.
6, 9, 12, 15. I got 18.
You cannot use a chain of command to end turn top of second column on page
You cannot. What? Oh, you mean to end the game?
Yeah. Well,
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That makes sense.
Well, you want to just roll them? I think you're gonna kill a bunch of. You're gonna kill all these guys.
I don't know. I've lost combats like this before. So.
Yeah, I'm just hoping they take a few swinging.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out here. I don't want to lose a leader or something during all this. So 74. I'm pretty sure aggressive just gives me Storm of Steel, but where is it? The hell is it?
Aggressive 75.
I'm looking at 75. I don't see it in here. Oh, here it is. Aggressive troops gain Storm of Steel. Okay.
Sure.
All right. I was right. I thought I knew something.
I think you're going to be fine anyway. So
Well, I'm hoping.
Yeah.
But every 6 I get to reroll. So it's a little different now.
I think it'll be a little bit overkill probably.
Let me change batteries. And then roll a 666 when I'm done.
Well, you don't need a triple anymore. You just need a double.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta get going soon.
So 18 against 5.
Getting pretty hungry.
What we're looking at here.
All right. 18 against 5. Got it.
But that doesn't. You can still do some damage even if you lose.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
That's why it sucks getting quadrupled because you can't do anything.
Well, you are charging across an open field.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So we did get into combat. Johnny's gonna have 5 dice still, even being pinned. He got a lot of buffs with me running 3 dice. He's got an LMG. So even being pinned or moving half, he still wound up with 5. Meanwhile, I have 18 and Storm of Steel because I'm aggressive. So 5s are shock,
6s are kills.
6s are kills. And every 6 I get, I re-roll.
Sure. Got 1 6.
Wow, I get a real shit roll there.
Well, I think the shock will put him over anyway, right?
Yeah, but I only got 4 hits.
The hits is
out
what
of
matters,
18
right?
dice.
Potentially 1 more.
Wow, that was really, really bad.
That's bad.
That was
But
really,
you still got
really bad.
4 shock and then.
So you
Oh man, I
3.
got
You
2
got 2
kills and a shot.
See, remember I said I've lost combats like this before.
1 by 1.
Yeah, but okay. So I only got 1 of you.
Mm-hmm.
So let's check our leaders.
It's not mine.
It is mine. Let's see which one it is. It's the big man, which is going to be Barry, and he takes a wound. Okay,
All right.
so we'll sort it out. All right, so you got 1 dead. It's not your leader, right?
It's not my leader.
I lost Barry, or Barry got wounded.
Yeah. And then you lost another guy.
And I lost 1 other guy.
Just doesn't matter.
I just take the rifle out.
And then I got a point of shock. Or actually got 3 points of shock. So that's going to put them at 6 with, they're going to be 6 with 3
So I
guys.
roll a bad thing for senior looter wounded. -1, which takes me down to 5. Okay. And
I get, so I'm with 6 with, and you win by 1, right?
I won by 1.
Which is what?
But you're gonna break, right? Because you got
Yeah.
you're broke. So you're just gonna run back.
2d6.
2d6 plus 6 straight back from me.
So 7 plus 6, 13.
Yep.
So straight over here.
Yep. And I will reoccupy the ground.
There's got to be something bad happening to you, right? Nothing for the senior leader being hurt?
No, I rolled I got a -1.
He's wounded or anything?
Yeah, he's wounded. He's down to 2 commands, and I lost 1 of my force morale.
Does that take a dice off yet? Should, right?
No, not yet. I'm still at 5.
When do you lose dice?
I think when I get down to like 4,
Really?
it'll be the red dice will go first.
Act as resistance. So that's the old one.
Okay, so we've recaptured the objective. Somehow, it's a miracle.
Mhm. All right. Well, let's see what happens.
Is that it for me? Yeah.
Please be it.
Okay, hold on here. Let me. Oh wait, I forgot my jumbo Shermans.
Yeah. Oh God.
Ever are arriving. Okay.
I'd like no smoke anymore.
So we've captured the objective again, but he's still got stuff. So we are now in the sudden death phase, which means if you roll 2 6s here,
Game's over.
that's all she wrote.
No,
it's not all she wrote.
not all she wrote, but quite a bit actually. It's actually pretty good to see if I can do anything.
It's a lot of stuff.
Oh, I didn't roll my bad thing for team.
Oh, and leader, your junior leader routes.
Junior leader routes. So section or breaks, right? Section breaks.
I think you're down to a team, right?
Yeah, you're right, because the other ones already did it. Section breaks, so that's -1. Leader routes off the table or breaks. Junior leader routes off the table. 1 or 2 is another minus, so I'm down to 4. I might have lower points, right?
You might lose a dice here. Let's check it.
I think so. It sucks. That was a great roll too.
Let me check in.
Command dice. Yep, 4. I'm at 4.
Okay, so you want to re-roll, I guess.
Not particularly.
Okay, hold on. Let me go over this here.
All right.
So we forgot bad things. We didn't forget, but I dropped 1 for Hume getting wounded. Johnny dropped 2 for team wiped out in that fisticuffs and junior leader routes.
Yep.
Oh wait, no. I'm sorry. You didn't go off the table.
Oh,
So you do not route. So you are back to 5.
God damn it! I picked them all up. I don't remember what I rolled. All right,
We
whatever.
can find out.
Yeah, here we go.
Hold on, I can tell you what we got.
It's all right.
I got it on camera. Yeah. What if you roll double 6 now though? And suddenly game
I know
over?
I didn't roll a 6. I didn't roll a 5 either. It was a bunch of 2s,
Want me to look?
3s, and 4s. Sure.
Okay.
I think it was a 4, a couple 3s, and 2, and a 2. I think that's what it was, but I could be wrong.
Only if we were filming this.
There you go.
Figure out later. 1 to 2 2s, a 3, a 4, and a 1.
3, a 4, and a 1. All right, I was close. All right.
So that's what he had.
Yeah.
2 2s, a 4, a 3, and a 1. So we'll see what he does here.
All right. I think I have to just blow balls to the wall.
Assault.
I think I have to, as you could just win the game. But I will start with the senior leader, just removing a bunch of shock. So this senior leader,
The final countdown.
it hasn't done anything though. Because all my leaders are, when they're wounded, they only have 1 command, right?
The junior leaders, yeah.
So really, that guy can't do anything. So this senior leader is gonna. Well, actually, this guy will. So senior leader will drop a shock here. I guess he can pull a shock off one of these guys. Oh, it doesn't matter. They already have 1. Well, they're the same. So he'll pull one off of these guys. That'll be the senior leader. And then with his last activation, no, he'll just pull another shock here because they can. No, he'll activate. I'm going to use his lacked activation here, but then with the 3, I'm going to try to, I guess, move the tank. I can't really do much, but I'll move 2d6 and then try to just spray with MGs, I guess.
So you get to fire one machine gun at half effect.
So 3 shots only.
Yeah, hold on here.
Yeah.
What do I got? 3. I'm thinking about doing a bonsai myself up here.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's not cover, we've decided, so it'd be a hell of a lot closer fight this time for sure.
What do you mean, interrupting the phase or something?
Yeah, with my chain of command dice.
Oh, okay.
But man, I got a lot of shock. Trying to decide what I was going to do with that dice. That'd be pretty ballsy to try to get into close combat again. But you're probably going to charge me, right? If I don't charge you,
Maybe.
I think you have no choice.
Well, I don't. I mean, we haven't rolled double 6s yet. I could just shoot you off the objective as well, but harder.
Yeah, but you still got to get out there to touch it to take it back.
Well, I think if you're not touching it, you're toast, right?
I think if you touch it and I think you just keep it. You have to go back Like if I died, I'd still have it. You would have to go out there.
That's
And touch
debatable. If you're dead, you still claim the objective.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you have to stay on it.
I don't know.
Then I wouldn't be able to
well,
assault.
because then, I mean, in reality, then wouldn't I, after I pushed you off, I should have just ran away, right? And then made you.
Well, no, because then I would have just ran up and snagged it with.
But I would
one
have
of
been
these
out of
guys.
assault range or something. That's fine. At this point, it's not a big deal. Just let me know if you're gonna charge me or not.
Yeah, that's how I'm thinking. I know bolt action, you can leave.
No,
Played a lot of games.
we'll just play it as you can stay. We're already this far in, so
Yeah, I would
fine.
think you can leave it. I mean, it's you don't have to babysit it. I think I will. What the hell? It's just assault. I don't even know if I'll make it with 3 shock. How far do I have to even get to?
I don't think you have to go very far.
I only got to go about 5 inches. But man, yeah, this one I'm not very as confident in because you have like
It's a full squad.
almost a full section. I come in with the running. You got a machine gun.
We also got potentially support, maybe. Actually, these guys might be outside of 4. Well,
That was another thing I was thinking of moving this guy up to provide support for the attack. I can't throw any grenades, though. That's the problem. So can he provide support?
he's within 4 inches, supposedly. Yeah.
So that's going to add like a shitload of dice to you. It's per dice, right? So you'd get 8 more dice.
Mhm.
Each 2 firepower dice. So you get 4. 4 more dice. Yeah. No, man. I think I would probably lose this combat. But if I don't do it, you're just going to charge me.
You could also reposition, though, right?
Well, I don't know. What is that going to do, though?
Or can't you ambush or something?
I don't have anything left.
No.
I can't really do anything. I guess just sit here and wait until you charge me.
It says interrupt with unpinned section or team to fire or move.
Yeah, I guess I could wait until you run out and then
Just open up.
and
With
use
this.
my interrupt to fire it. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll just wait. Okay, so go ahead and do your tank thing. Sorry about that.
All right, mine will be quick. All right.
Here we go.
So I'm using the 3 to just do a flat out move with this guy.
Okay.
So great. He really loves moving.
6
plus 3, so 9 inches. He's just going to go straight ahead here. Getting closer, but he's been rolling real bad. With the 4, I took shock off. And then, Then with the 2, I'm going to order these guys to fire.
Okay.
So this whole platoon, so it'll be the LMG plus 1 rifle, or
Okay.
2 rifles, sorry.
Okay.
So it's 10 shots minus 1 because of the shock. So 9 shots.
Okay.
3, 4, 6, 8, 9.
I guess I should have removed the guy that was out in the open.
Yeah. Well, he's touching the objective. I don't,
So this guy, first he had the tank move flat out.
yeah.
Only got a 9-inch move, even on the road. So whatever. But he's advancing up. His leader pulled a bunch of shock. And he's going to have with the 2, the section's just by itself going to fire straight down at these dudes.
The needing force. Again, not really great rolls. Like only 4.
4. Okay. So 2 on the rifle team.
Mm-hmm. Just 2 shots.
That's a dead and a shock.
Oh, he's in there open.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's not good. I'm starting to get my... It's not the leader. Okay, thank God. All right, so but I do lose 2 guys out of the machine gun team,
Mm-hmm.
which is going to mean I'm down to just 1 guy, the machine gunner.
Mm-hmm. And
And then I lose a rifleman.
Yeah, and then a shock, right?
And then take a shock.
All right, the last thing.
We're still there.
Yeah, no, the last thing I was going to do, now you can use your dice, is with his last order, he's going to make them charge
Okay,
forward.
he's gonna try to charge up.
Yeah, so let's go for
I'm
it.
going to use my chain of command dice to shoot at you, I guess.
Okay.
Or maybe I charge.
Okay.
Charge. No, I'll let you charge. I have a machine gun, damn it. So it's
All right. Do I get cover from your own smoke?
yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Well, let's see if I even make it. I still
Okay.
also need a 5, and I have a 1 shock. So
No problem.
no,
Oh my
it is a
God.
problem. It is a problem. It is a
Oh
problem.
my
right?
God.
Because that's 4, 5. I need to get here,
Yeah, I think we said 5
and
inches.
I'm -1, so I'm 4. I move 4 inches.
Oh my God.
So
You
I'm
didn't
right
make
there.
it?
No,
Holy crap.
just like you did. So
Wow.
yeah, everyone's just hanging out there, and
Hey,
you
at
can
least you
just
took a
shoot me in
At
the
least you
face.
took a shock.
At least I took a shock. Yeah,
All right. Wow. Okay.
actually took
I need to
another.
reprocess this.
Well, you can just you're gonna shoot me, right? You
I might
said.
attack now. No.
Well, you activated to say you're gonna shoot when I came out. So
Yeah.
He's still gonna have to shoot then, right?
yeah, right. 'Cause you're gonna shooting.
Yeah,
when
I'll
I
shoot.
move,
I'll
so
shoot.
just light them up.
Yeah, let's light you up. So
Honestly, at this point, we could. I'll just.
6.
You can probably just take it because even if we go back and forth, I mean, maybe. But I also.
I'm out of troops.
Yeah, all right, fair enough. Go for it.
So I'm going to get 8 -2 for the only one guy,
Mm-hmm.
-1. So I'm at 5 for him.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have 6, 7, 8, 9, -2. That's
7.
So I'm at 7 plus 5.
12.
Keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Plus I have 2 SMGs, which are within 12. I get 12 inches or 2 dice. So 12 plus 4. So that's 16.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 16 shots.
All right.
Where's all my dice at?
I don't know. You can use some of the yellow ones.
here we go.
They've been doing me so well.
3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Needing 5s.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Light them up.
Now I'm going to fire them, interrupting. So after all said and done, I still get 16 shots. But I am needing 5 because of the stupid smoke screen. 1, 2, 3, 4.
2 on each.
1, 2, 3. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5. All right. So
5 hits.
3 on the rifles.
2 shock.
2 shock. 2 on the LMG. Another shock.
So all that, and I only did 3 shock. And I wasted my chain of command dice.
I think you're fine.
At least I wasted my chain of command. That barely even did anything to you.
Oh, I've got a bunch of shock, and I'm in the open. So
Well, we're in the same boat.
Well,
We're about equal.
you're fair enough.
But you have a Panzer 3,
All right.
and I have no way to deal with it.
Well, it's your turn.
Okay,
though.
here we go. Come on, double. So now if I ever needed a double phase in my
Yeah.
life, it's right now. Ah, so close. 2, 3, well, 5. Okay, I can do a lot of stuff here. 2 3s of 4. Okay. Then let's do some shooting. So with a 4, I'll have I think I can get past you here, or past me there to there. So we're going to put all the shots from here at those guys.
Sure.
Let's start with that. Move this a little bit. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this will be with a 4, starting off with Lieutenant Dan. Starting off, Lieutenant Dan's going to have both of these squads fire at those guys. So I do have enough clearance for both to shoot past them and hit those guys on the end. So we'll start off with the 30 cal. Man, my rolling has not been great today. 2 hits out of 10, needing 4s.
Yeah, they're in the open though. So LMG, no.
That was
Shock.
dead.
Oh, dead. Is it my leader again?
Nope. Okay, then let's see if the other one can do any better. 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 with the LMG, also needing force. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, that's better.
2 on each.
Perfectly average. 2 points of shock
And
2 dead. Wow, check your leader. It is him. Of course. Takes a wound. So
he's
1
already
dead.
Well, he's already taken a wound. I
Oh, then
think.
he's dead.
He's dead.
Hey, that guy took a wound?
Yeah, he was. They were. All my
Okay.
leaders were hurt.
All right.
He was.
So you
wounded,
lost. All right, we'll sort
And
it.
then we lost another guy.
You took some more shock.
And I took a bunch more shock. I think I took 1 and 2. So they're at 9 shock now. With how many guys?
1, 2,
no, this
3.
guy's dead. Sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 with 9, so they're pinned.
They're pinned.
So that's so much for that. And then, yeah, I mean, I knew that was going to happen. I was just going to concede,
All
I
right.
think. I don't think, I mean, maybe I can drive you off, but at this point, I got to let my dog out too.
Yeah, recapping it, you're going to have to get out of the building, down the stairs, and out here, and make it through all my.
Well, it depends, right? If I can just push you off, then I can drive the tank forward and maybe push you off, and then hopefully end the game. But again, that's a lot of
So you just want to call it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I'll concede. I mean, it was close. So
Okay, so in the end, they're pinned. Leader killed. You got to roll another bad
a
thing.
bunch of
for
bad
that.
things are going to happen
The remaining squad is pinned
in the open.
in the open. And with that, Johnny and the DAC reinforcements are just they're going to concede. So we'll come back and wrap it up. All right. Man, that was an epic game. I like that one.
Wow.
Yeah, we'll fail.
The objective thing made it actually make you do stuff.
Yeah, I mean, failing. I mean,
Yes.
rolling. I needed 5 inches on 3d6, and when you fail that, then I knew that was probably it. I think, because then he's gonna wipe like he already did. He just killed a. Let's see what happens. Junior leader
What
killed
are you guys talking about?
2. Junior leader killed.
Are they Germans close enough to contest? What is the range to contest?
It's probably 4 inches.
Is there? I don't remember ever seeing anything about
Yeah, I don't.
bolt action. Yeah, there's.
Either way,
Can you
we're
can?
just going to assault into them.
And I guess the next question would be: can you contest when you're pinned?
Probably not. I would say.
I would say not either.
You
But
broke-
objective markers 79.
you broke Johnny's personal morale and
He's
his
done.
formation morale.
Yeah. It's been 3 hours and 20 minutes.
If the objective marker is captured or recaptured, the opposing player will roll for a lost objective marker on each subsequent turn end.
Yeah, and it never happened. The turn never ended the whole game.
Oh yeah,
Turn it, yeah.
and that's true. We never got a single turn
Phase,
end.
not
Yeah.
turn.
Yeah, that doesn't say anything about how you capture them though.
Yeah, right. Oh, shit.
Well, that's for the comments.
Really?
Yeah, let them. Maybe if you guys know how the fuck do you actually are you supposed to capture them?
It never specifies.
Yeah.
Wow,
That I
you
know
guys
of. They might, I just
couldn't
never-
roll 3 6s.
No,
Jeez.
that was my. I was.
See what you would have rolled. See if you would have ended it anyway.
I need double 6s. It doesn't even need to be 3
okay,
anymore.
Doubles now. You would have ended
Oh,
it.
look at that.
Oh, he rolled a double
He rolled
six.
double
Double
six.
6. The game
Okay.
would have ended anyway.
All right. Well, let's wrap it up here.
Yeah, I mean, failing that assault is that was my play there to kind of move you off. And again, if anyone could tell us, objectives seem very vague, so I don't.
Yeah.
It
All right, here
doesn't-
we go. All right. So with wrapping it up here, and just on a side note, Johnny rolled his dice just to see what happened, and he rolled end of game double phase and death, or what's this called? Sudden death.
Yeah, we're in sudden death.
So even if he didn't concede, he would have ended the game immediately on his
My
command
own
roll.
turn. Yeah.
So in the end, Baldwin, along with Hume, have recaptured. So we captured it. Johnny came out and captured it. We came back and captured it again, and he couldn't quite make it out to capture it. So objectives, they're vague, like Johnny was saying. We're assuming you just have to touch it, but once you touch it, can you leave? You got to stay on it. What's the deal? Because I was going to just leave in a charge, but then it was like, well,
And we don't know if there's a
we still have
contesting portion either. Like if I'm close enough, does that count? Like, I don't know. It doesn't say. It just
Yeah.
says objective markers.
yeah, it's not clear on when an objective is I mean, we're assuming if you touch it, you capture it.
Sure.
Kind of like a jump off point.
Yeah. But
But-
contesting again, I don't know if it's the same as a jump off point. Can't you contest jump off points or
You
not?
can. It's 4 inches.
So maybe 4 inches is the contesting range.
Maybe. But if you get within 4 of me, then
It's
we're
an assault.
We're
yeah.
fighting.
Which I was not able to do anyway. So
Yeah, that was it. Yeah. I was pissed about my 2-inch triple move, but I think that was worse.
yeah, because you still needed like 12 inches. I needed a 5 on 3d6, and I rolled a 5, and I had a
-1.
pin marker. Unfortunately,
Yeah, you had one shot, and suddenly you didn't make it.
So
But if you did make it, that would have been a close one.
yeah,
That close combat, because
you had some leaders dead, but
I got a wounded. I have 2 leaders with SMGs.
but one
it
of
would
them
have been.
wounded, yeah.
It would have been a really close one.
It would have been enough, I
Numbers-wise,
think,
dice
that
number-wise.
I think it would have at least mauled both of us. That no one would hold the objective, probably.
Yep. And I am aggressive, so I would have had Storm of Steel. So that
Yeah.
might have been the difference in the fight
Maybe
if we rolled similar.
Yeah.
So what do you think? You guys like it, or
Yeah, I think
have
so.
the changes to?
I like the changes. I like the being able to use command dice for like going down. I didn't really get that many chain of command
didn't.
dice, but
No, he didn't.
the few I did were useful, like the reposition and
Mhm.
hitting the dirt.
Yep.
So being able to partially use them, I thought was pretty nice.
Yeah, both the times you did use them, it
Secondary
was good.
leader was massive.
Secondary leaders are massive.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
As a support, and yes, as
Yeah.
a German, spend the 2 points or whatever and get the your second senior leader.
I think. Yeah. So I think when I play again, I'll definitely probably lean towards a second senior leader, and then maybe I don't know about the MMG with that. I think maybe you get like a different 3-point support unit or even something else. I don't know. It wasn't that effective, to be honest.
Yeah, it can be, it cannot be, but
Yeah.
if you park a senior leader next to it, one of those new machine gewehr,
Yeah.
suddenly you're 10 dice, 24-inch range with Storm of Steel.
Yeah, yes, but again, the senior leader.
You can buff it up. Yeah,
The senior leader is the key here.
you got to have 2.
Yeah, so
it's-
if I play again, I'm definitely bringing a second one, just because I rolled so many 4s that being able to have them just one guy just dedicated to pulling shock would have made a huge difference initially up there too.
just look at the difference in stuff. I mean, I
Yeah.
had 2 senior leaders, a red dice. You had 1 senior leader. I mean,
Yeah, and then no red dice.
I was activating everything twice as
constantly.
much as you were.
Yeah, but it still almost got it. So
You almost got it. It was really
Yeah.
close. It was. I like that.
Fail.
I like how the final count. I get switched. Like
Yeah, that was back.
I had it, and I'm like, all right, come on, 666. Next thing you know, he got it. I'm like, no 666.
well, even a double. I had like 2 or 3 turns where it was just double 6 would have won me the game, and
Yeah.
none of us
Oh.
rolled it. So
I think we each rolled 1 extra phase.
yeah, we
that
didn't,
was it
didn't get too many, and then this
until the
one,
end. Yeah. So yeah, it was a great game. Thanks to Kevin and Johnny for coming out. I know Johnny's working on his winter Fallschirmjäger
Yeah.
platoon right now. I got my Winter Americans ready to go. So
Yeah, at some point I need to make allies, but I don't know the
all
the,
Germans. That's all I had.
Yeah, I
I can
mean,
have my winter Russians.
oh God, no.
I got a lot of them. You can have too.
The winter Fallschirmjäger sculpt from Warlord were just so cool. I just got suckered into them again.
That's like
So,
these guys.
Yeah,
They're the next generation warlords.
yeah, they're really nice to put together
Yep.
and paint. So
Yeah.
I really liked it. So yeah. Kudos to Sonic Sledgehammer if he's watching. So,
Yeah.
he had made a great painting guide. So
Cool. Well, yeah. So thanks again to these guys for coming out. Thanks to all the live streamers helping us out, hanging out with us. Let us know what you think. Check out our social media stuff as well on Facebook, Instagram. We got a Patreon as well if you want to help out the channel. Other than that, just let us know what you think, and we'll see you guys next time. All right.
Wow, that was a long one.
That was a long game.
Yeah.
It didn't seem like it was going to be that long at the beginning.
No, I mean when you called that so early on, or you activated the sudden death so early on,
Yeah.
I felt like, okay, this is going to end soon.
Yeah.
we just never rolled the double 6.
I mean, that mechanic
It never
is
happened.
really cool because
It could have ended.
well, it's forced. Well, just
It forces
it
you.
forced so much action. That was so cool to watch. From like an observation standpoint, you just didn't sit behind cover and shoot at each other for 3 hours.
Which is what happened in the other one.
Right.
You just would burn each other's force by shooting and became an enemy. Just like, okay, cool. Good game, bro.
Losing an objective is a bad thing. Roll, but I think it's only a bad thing. Roll at the end of the turn, though, right? It's not. Well, maybe the second it happens. Well, see, that's what I was asking. I asked Rich about, or I posted on the thing and asked, and Rich, I asked who does the do the defenders control the objective? And he's like, it doesn't matter. But I mean, if you don't control it, how can you lose it? So, I mean, if you have to go in assuming that the defender controls the objectives, right? Because why would it be a bad thing if I captured an objective that the defenders didn't control?
Well, they are in no man's land.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, the objective could use a little more clarification.
Yeah, I think
either way, the way you guys played it made for a fun, entertaining game to watch, and that's the important thing.
it was a great game. First time we've seen the final countdown. This is I think my third or fourth game of this.
I feel like I personally, as someone who plays a little more aggressively, like that because I hated where you could just all the chain of command. It felt like it was just a lot of like sit back.
There was a lot of that.
Try not to get shot, and then sometimes you won't even come out of your hole.
Right, you get to a place where you're behind a stone wall while you're ever going to move.
Yeah, right.
Now you have the reason.
And then
to do it.
depending on like the map or whatever, you're like, okay, like I think we played a game where like the mission ended up where like I couldn't move basically. If I moved to try to get to the objective, you were just going to shoot me in the open.
Yep.
And I didn't have like smoke or anything, or even the smoke wasn't like I just didn't have the resources to do it, and that's just like, well, I guess you win.
Yeah, that was one of the big criticisms with the first one, especially one of my big criticisms was there was no reason to go for objectives.
No,
Well, what's the point?
the patrol phase has always been really interesting to me in this game because it feels like you can play the same map
Yeah. Oh
a
yeah,
million different ways.
totally. Yeah, if we were to play this again, it'd be
100%.
A
But
different
now
game.
with this objective, again, mechanic, where the sudden death, it seems like it really just forces that movement, that action. To your point, Johnny, I think it's pretty good.
yeah, it's worth even if you just send the scout team out there and just snag the objective and start the final countdown.
Yeah.
Well, a bunch of stuff happened because of that too. Like you moved your scout car up to support it,
Right.
and then
Oh yeah.
but
Poor
well, but that was triggered because of the objective, right? Which
Mhm.
allowed that guy to, it's
Yeah, it's a chain of events.
yeah, it was like 4 turns in a row or 4 phases.
I did not expect him to have a tank, honestly. I could have just hang out back here and just 50 cal everyone running out. I should have. That actually worked out better that way, I think. As far as gameplay, more exciting that way.
Yeah.
Losing the 50 cal, it's like, okay, I got one weapon, so I guess that's it for me.
I mean, that thing survived like 3 direct hits, though.
The first round,
It took 3 direct hits and did nothing. So I think it's pretty fortunate on that.
So Thomas Chase says, yeah, it has to be captured to be lost. Right.
So
then
when I took it back the second time,
I should have rolled a bad thing.
bad thing potentially. That's fine.
And then you would have had to roll a bad thing when I took it back.
Yeah. Well, at that point, would have cratered my first round anyway. I would have already been at like minus. I would have been at 3, potentially even 2, and then the game ended anyway. So.
Yeah. Yep. It ended anyway. Oh well. Go with it.
Oh, this guy Thomas is saying no one starts with owning.
Yeah. Which I mean,
They're
yeah.
in no man's land. That kind of makes sense, right?
Yeah. I thought it would.
So then
I thought
all
it
the
could
onus
matter.
is on the attacker because I can't even.
Yeah, right.
It's not. I can't even count.
You can't force the.
I can't do the final count.
No, it's only in the attacker
So,
gets. Yeah.
so I basically have to just babysit them and hope. Either shoot them off the table or let him capture it and push them off, which kind of happens.
That tall wall kind of boned you.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I had, like in hindsight, maybe I should have been on that side, right? Because then I can shoot over that and still have.
Yeah.
It would have been a lot harder for me if you could have just lined everyone up on that wall and just blasted me.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to end the live stream now. So thanks for watching. I'll start editing this today and hopefully have it out for everyone